night and the Gemini crew. Ooh. Mike into the night, you're here with Mike in the night. Mike into the night, you're here with Mike in the night. Let's just talk about the world, give this page another turn, 'cause you're here with us tonight. Everything's alright when you're here with Mike in the night. Mike into the night, you're here with Mike in the night. Giving the world light when you're here with Mike in the night. Mike into the night, you're here with Mike in the night. Sometimes things are just absurd, so let's just talk about the world, 'cause you're here with us tonight. Mike into the night, you're here with Mike in the night. Mike into the night, you're here with Mike in the night. Let's just talk about the world, give this page another curl, 'cause you're here with us tonight.
Welcome y'all to Mike in the Night. It is I, Mike Martins, broadcasting from Merritt, British Columbia. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight for a very special edition of Mike in the Night. Sorry I had to start a little bit late. Sorry, I'm reading the comments at the same time I am talking to you. Broadcasting from Merritt, British Columbia. What's the date today? Who cares what's the date today? We are a week and a half away, or a week away from Christmas. It is the 15th of December, 2018. And I want to thank Kevin Thompson for being in the... Oh, everyone, look at dang Mets guy. Hey, Mike, can you put a bit of talc powder on your head and make it look a little smoother? No, I just shaved my head not too long ago. I had a party to go to, so just got back from the party, right? So, I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I want to thank, what's his name, Fat Tony in the house. Well, he's not in the house here, but I want to thank him for dropping me off this bottle of Grey Goose at the shop. I don't know if you guys seen Fat Tony before. He's been on my channel a few times. And, old Italian guy. Really cool guy. Got lots to talk about all the time. Anyways, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining me in Mike in the Night. Saturday night, Burning the Midnight Oil with Mike Martins, broadcasting from, once again, from Merritt, British Columbia. What is going on, people? If you're living in Canada, well, I mean, if you're living in anywhere that speaks in... If you're in a country where the official language is still English, well, here's the deal. Car insurance goes up in Canada. 6.3% in the province of BC. And that's 6.3... It's 6.3%. So... we got a little bit of a problem here, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's going up. We got a shortage of marijuana in Canada. What the heck is going on? We got no marijuana in Canada. Read that. Trudeau expects cannabis supply shortages to be fixed within a year. What the heck is going on? You had one job, and you screwed it up. Human heart forgotten on Southwest flight prompts plane to turn around. You had one job. Take this heart with you. Take it over to drop it off at this hospital. One job. CIBC cancels oil and gas conference in Whistler as mayor apologizes for climate change. Letter. We got a bit of yellow vest discussion tonight. little bit of this migration crap that's happening, and this migration is out of control. This is a non-binding pact, but that's how you get things through the door. You start with the conversation. And what else we got going on? It's up in the air, guys. Mike in the night. I'm gonna enjoy this. Yeah, Fat Tony dropped me off a bottle of Grey Goose vodka. Woo! Yeah, so what I do is a little bit of Grey Goose and Frangelico. And then it tastes like coffee crisp. It tastes a little bit more, not too chocolatey, but a little hazelnutty. Because I don't mind just vodka on the rocks, but sometimes I like a little bit of hazelnut in there. Okay, Emma Murdy. Mike Martin saw some yellow vests in downtown Hamilton, Ontario today. So, I got a treat for you guys. I got this that was sent to me by Mario DeSettis. And we also need to check out the Justin Cringe channel, too. So, guys, pay attention to this. This guy, okay, a yellow vest guy. And I think he's I don't know where he is. We're going to find out where he is. And he went ahead and called the police, the RCMP. They came, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, to arrest Justin Trudeau, or the Prime Minister of Canada. So let's watch this video that's going viral on Facebook.
I think this one, it's more open, right? So we're not as isolated.
Yeah, anyways, me and my mom, 2 yellow vests here. Constable, please state who you are.
I am Constable Samson Strecker.
Say again, sir.
I am Constable Samson Strecker.
Strecker? Okay,
Yeah.
Constable. Sam, are you obligated to protect the charter rights and freedoms of Canadian citizens?
We enforce it to make sure that they're adhered to.
So I can understand your community policing policy, correct? Where it states that you're obligated to do 2 things for the Canadian people, sir.
I can't hear you over the rustling paper.
One is partnership between the police and the community sharing in the delivery of police services. Members of your detachment, pledge to 1. Treat all people equally with respect. 2. Uphold the Canadian Charter rights and freedoms. 3. Serve and protect the community. 4. Work with the community and other agencies to prevent or resolve problems that affect the community's safety and quality of life. Sir, I'm here to inform you that the UN Immigration Pact that was signed today is a violation of the Charter rights and freedoms, including, and exclusively including, Canadian citizens' liberty.
Okay.
You have now been put on notice to arrest Prime Minister Trudeau and every member of Parliament who voted for this agreement to be signed. This is a violation of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. You are obligated to protect that document. Our liberty as Canadian citizens has been stripped from us. We demand the arrest of those individuals. Mom, tell the police.
Will I be able to read that, or am I not allowed to read it?
Just wait. Go ahead, Mom.
Arrest Trudeau for violating the Charter.
Okay, that's from an 83-year-old person who developed this country. This is a copy of your community policing policy, sir, from the detachment of the Saskatoon. I was here this morning, or this afternoon, and talked to Sean Maxwell, Constable, and
he's actually the staff sergeant. He is the commander for this detachment.
Oh, good. He committed gross negligence today upon me by telling me he is not obligated to protect the Charter. Gross negligence is equal to fraud. Fraud is punishable under the Criminal Code of Canada. I request that he is removed from duty till this issue is resolved. 3, this is a copy from the Saskatoon Police Detachment. It's hanging on the wall. You're just being put on notice. And this is a legal, lawful notice, sir.
If that's from Saskatoon, we need the one from Redcliffe.
No, this is RCMP community policing policy for Canadian communities.
Okay.
So
you're reading me a document from...
I'll show you the picture if you want. It's hanging on the wall. So you're here to...
So what's going on is this gentleman went in with his 83-year-old mom to basically arrest or place the Prime Minister of Canada under citizen's arrest for the whole yellow vest thingy that's been going on. And a lot of people are against this. This is becoming not the yellow vest thing. Well, he's wearing yellow vests because of, let me go back here so I'm not all screwed up here, the migration pact that was signed.
Here in Marrakesh.
So, that was signed in Marrakesh, Morocco. So, the UN Migration Pact is basically a non-binding agreement that was put into place. Most of it was made and designed by Canada to basically ease migration tensions between... okay, I don't know why this thing is going on with these notifications. Nobody cares. Nobody, come on, guys. Seriously? At least it's not doing a Windows update and shutting off my system in the middle of, So we'll have to deal with this for a few seconds here, guys, till it goes away. Yeah, this is cute. Ah! Oh my god, lady's so ugly. Love it. Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, at least not doing a reset. So, this UN Migration Pact is basically to legalize migration. Migration's illegal because if migration was legal, then we wouldn't have borders. It's very simple. There's no... You know what I'm saying? And instead of asking the people of the country if they want to pass a bill that could basically transform the entire country within 2 to 3 years, the citizens of the country weren't asked. Of the 150 countries that signed on to this thing, not one of their leaders asked their people. And then the people that didn't sign it are all these former communist countries, and Donald Trump of the United States doesn't want to sign this. Democracy is an illusion. Yellow Vests Migration Pack. What is going on with this? Okay, here we go. Our first caller. Yes.
Hey, I just want to pass on a quick message. I'm not going to be long. I sent you the video. I found out Google is behind some crazy stuff. This was uploaded a few days ago, and I would watch it before it gets scrubbed, but I found out Google is behind what's going on in China with 2 million people being put into concentration camps because of leaking information to the Chinese government.
Wow, I know that people have been being put into concentration camps in China for practicing Christianity. So
Google is responsible for putting 2 million people into concentration camps. Also, too, what I found out about the tent cities, they built 155 modular homes, so over 200 people were forced out onto the streets. And there's more encampments being set up, from what I've heard.
Yeah, oh no, I know there's encampments. I didn't think it was 2 million people.
No, I'm sorry, I mean on Vancouver Island. Sorry, I changed the topic for a second.
Okay, so what's happening on Vancouver Island?
So with the tent city, there was 155 modular homes built. So there's 300 to 400 people in tent city, and over 200 people were put out onto the streets. Their tents, all their property destroyed. So
that's so guys, that's Victoria Island, west of.
That's in Nanaimo.
Yeah, west of Western Island of off of the coast of British Columbia, and ferry ride over from Vancouver basically. And this is in Canada, people. So people need to understand. Sometimes ask, what country is Victoria in? Is Victoria in the Victoria in Australia? Is it the Victoria in New Zealand? No, guys. This is the Victoria in Canada. But you know what? It wouldn't be surprising if it was the Victoria in New Zealand and in Australia, because the police and all these enforcement has been going around and evicting tent cities all over English-speaking countries anyway. So we could
it's in Nanaimo, but there's also a huge homeless problem in Victoria too. And the modular homes aren't that great. They're just a tiny room. Everyone has to share bathrooms and stuff. And it's not a great living situation. You get very stressed out living in one of those modular homes. But the fact is that, yeah, over 200 people were put out onto the street after the closure of Tent City. And I sent you that video with Alex Jones confronting the Google.
That's what you sent me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't see it because you sent it to me on. Where'd you send it, on Facebook?
Skype.
Yeah, I can't see it on. I can't see it on my computer on Skype.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to send it to me on Facebook if you have Facebook.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to pass that information off to you that Google's doing some things with China. I'm going to be careful with what I say because I don't want to get targeted. But yeah, the video I sent you, Alex Jones says everything clear as day. It was uploaded a few days ago. But yeah, the Tent City got removed in Nanaimo, and even though some people got housing, a lot of people were put out onto the streets. So if something comes up, I will call you back again.
Yeah, keep us on the pulse here. Let us know what's going on, okay?
I'm going to be watching the whole live stream tonight. Some things just come and go, and I'm nervous, so I just want to relay this quickly. So anyway, thanks.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Bye. So that was Mysterious Blue Entity, guys. Don't forget to check out his channel. Let me look it up for you guys. So guys, I lost about 100 subs. Here he is, Mysterious Blue Entity. He's the one who just called us in. And don't forget to subscribe. Wait a minute, I'm subscribed to this channel. Okay guys, I'm going to tell you guys something. And I had someone in my shop the other day. I lost like 30 subscribers. Like 30 people I subscribed to. I went to go find somebody's channel. I'm like, buddy's not uploading anything. I go check his channel. Gemini Crew. I'm not subscribed to it. Look, I'm not subscribed to Mysterious Blue, and I've been subscribed. I never unsubscribed for a channel. I'm even still subscribed to Alex Jones' channel, even though his channel's down. So something's happening with this, because I lost like 100 subs the other day, because they're doing a cleanup. So I was just under 7,000, and then now it's 874. They said that YouTube is doing a scrub on spammy accounts. So I lost a pile of subscribers. I was just under 7,000. Low Roller Scratcher saying, did you hear Walking Journey lost monetization on YouTube channel? I don't know what? Why? You know what? Walking Journey should not lose monetizing on his channel. His channel is very my life sucks and my job sucks type of channel. There's no, why would he lose monetization on his channel? Okay, it's Mysterious Blue Entity one more time. Yes.
Mike, I forgot to bring something up, and everyone needs to be aware of this. It's about BitChute.
Okay.
I found out BitChute, you can get people's IP addresses from BitChute, and I found out that's how Antifa is secretly doxing people, because it uses the torrent system. So when you go watch a video, right, it automatically tracks it to your browser. I'm going to send you the article. But even if you're behind a VPN, you can easily get trace routed to... I'm not a hacker, but this is just common knowledge. But you can easily get trace routed to your network because you are connected to the VPN on BitChute at the same time you're using BitChute. It's crazy. So if someone sends a trace route script to your VPN using the BitChute port you're using, it can track you to your network.
Okay, well, that's a good update to know. What we'll do is when we have you on the show, we'll give you like a 3-minute compact or a 3 or 4 minute compact plug for you to plug everything that's going on one time. And what's...
Oh, no, it's all good. I just wanted to quickly bring this up. I won't call a game.
No, it's fine. No. But what I want to do is actually, because you're very informed on a lot of things, and I actually want you to see if you could be on the show on Mike and the Knights for a beginner plug. So once we kick off the show, we could plug you first, so you could tell us everything we need to know what's going on first within like 3 to 5 minutes of every major topic, and then I just kick off and continue.
Hey, before you do hit videos, there's a couple, it's buried 4 or 5 back, but I explain it clearly. Even though I use a voice changer in my videos, I'm a real person. I just do it because I don't want to be targeted, right? But yeah, no, BitChute is not safe. I just figured this out. There's some options, some things you can do to be safe on BitChute, but I figured out the whole platform of BitChute is unsecure because anyone can track your IP.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, guys. That's really good to know. I appreciate you calling in and giving us this information.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to do a quick heads up. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna be in the stream tonight. So anyway, thanks, man.
Thanks, brother. Good night. So what we'll do is we'll have Mysterious Blue Space Entity. What we'll do is we'll have him in at the beginning and giving us a 5-minute plug on this is happening in France. This is happening with BitChute. This is happening with Bitcoin. This is happening with this. And some funny lights we're seeing over Arizona. Thank you. Have a good night. And then this way we can get a huge plug on 5-6 stories on one time. And then this way we could find out in a nutshell of the major things that are happening in major parts. So he gave us an update. So people are messaging me like crazy. All right, read this post. Read this recent post. Somebody just sent me this on... Two Canadians. Okay, all right, we got something here we need to talk about. I don't have Twitter. I'm not famous enough to have Twitter. So I'm gonna put this up on screen here. Okay, there's. All right, let's see what's going on here. Sorry, guys, I'm just have to kind of move things around here. Okay, it says here on Twitter. China has confirmed it has detained 2 Canadians. I believe that the situation demonstrates that Justice Trudeau's naive approach to relations with China is not working. So the Chinese government has 2 detained Canadians right now. So we'll keep you guys on the pulse with that. Let me just look this up. China, 2 detained Canadians. Oh, here we go. There we go. Donald Trump's right there, right in the front. China detains of 2 Canadians. Unacceptable, says U.S. Good. The U.S. is stepping in for Canada. Thank God. Because if Canada had to do this... Oh, it's crashed. Oh my gosh, you brushed your teeth. This is a racist commercial. We're not seeing black people or Chinese in this. This is a totally racist commercial. That's the world we live in today, guys. So if you're watching this 100 years from now and you just survived a nuclear war and you just rebuilt, that's the world we're living in right now.
Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister met with the American Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, who called on China to release the 2 Canadians taken into custody there. And Chrystia Freeland said she does not want the Canadians used as pawns in a bigger political game.
Canada understands that the rule of law and extradition issues ought not ever to be politicized or used as tools to resolve other issues.
Canada's ambassador to China has now met with Michael Kovrig. Freeland says Ottawa is working to gain access to Michael Spavor as well. Their detention is widely believed to be retaliation for Canada arresting a Huawei executive in Vancouver on behalf of the United States. Our Washington bureau chief Jackson Prosco begins the coverage of our top story tonight.
The unlawful detention of 2 Canadian citizens is unacceptable. They ought to be returned.
In the strongest language to date from an American official, the U.S. Secretary of State condemned the detention of 2 Canadians in China.
And the detention of these 2 Canadian citizens in China ought to end.
But just like Canadian officials, Mike Pompeo stopped short of drawing any direct link to the arrest of a Chinese executive in Vancouver.
Chinese officials in their contact with Canada have not drawn a connection between these different issues. From Canada's perspective, these kinds of issues ought never to be confused with one another.
But the arrest of Meng Wanzhou at the request of the U.S. has sparked blowback from China. Even White House advisors have suggested the detentions are clear retaliation, and any move to extradite Meng to the U.S. could make things worse for Canada.
China is venting by retaliating against Canada because it feels like, from a strategic point of view, there are limits to what it can do directly against the United States.
Timing is everything, and right now the U.S. and China are locked in heated talks to end a trade war. U.S. President Donald Trump has complicated the matter, suggesting Meng could be a bargaining chip in the dispute, politicizing her arrest and possible extradition, leaving both Canadian and American officials scrambling to explain the situation to China.
Canada, in detaining Ms. Meng, was not making a political judgment. In Canada, there has been, to this point, no political interference in this issue at all.
But Canada has still been left largely to go it alone in this dispute. White House officials have shrugged off the detention of Canadians, and the Secretary of State couldn't say what steps the U.S. would take to help secure their release.
We're going to work to get every citizen unlawfully detained all around the world returned to their country.
Well, Jackson, we're focused on these two.
Okay, so yeah, you need America to step in there. If America doesn't step in, and again, Canadian news blaming Donald Trump because of this and that, and using her as a pawn, and you know, Donald Trump says it how it is, and guess what? He's on the side for Canadians. He's with Canadians, and he's the bad guy all the time. He's the bully, and that's how the media sees it. Oh God, just a little bit of just pouring a little bit of water here to help wet my beak. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what you guys think about this. Canadians being detained. That's pretty bad, guys. In China. Luckily, I have nothing to do in that country. Like, there's some countries that I have no point to go. Well, most people have a lot of countries they have no point to go to. So it's going to be a little bit of a political tug of war. I don't know what the heck is going on, man. It's an absolute political tug of war we're in right now. Trump is with the Canadians because Canadians are with America. Yeah, but the Canadian media always, oh, Trump is this, he's a bully, and it's all Trump's fault. Oh my God. You know what? Viva la Trump. You know why? Carbon tax, they're going to start taxing all the citizens. You know what Donald Trump said? I want out of this crap. God bless America. Donald Trump, when they were saying, oh, you got to join this UN migration pact, you know what Donald Trump said? This deal sucks. You're fired. Walked away. Trump's a bully. God bless America. Anyways. Yep. The less money the common citizen has in their pockets, the more the middle class disappears. The middle class disappears. The consumer spending goes down, cost of living goes up, and all these public sector jobs. So we created 10,000 jobs. They're all public sector. We're all paying for them, so it doesn't even matter. KL3 is saying Trudeau have nothing to do with the decision. Both had no clue until it happened. Canadian says, you just explained socialism, Mike. Woo! Okay, let me take a breath here, guys. Burning the Midnight Oil with Mike in the Night. Guys, I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight and joining the cause. Yeah, I went to a party tonight. Yeah, I went to a party tonight. And, yeah, I felt like dressing up, you know, because a lot of people say my show is, my show's very unprofessional. I don't have it organized. This is the worst economic channel I have ever seen. And it's like, listen to me, essay. 1, I can't read. 2, I'm a Portuguese. 3, this suit's worth more than your damn car. So before you start telling people and this and that and pointing out things, you get on YouTube and you start your own goddamn channel and you go ahead and talk to people. Woo! Yes, someone in the comments saying, you look very nice. Thank you. Anyways, guys. Yep. I'm making everyone thirsty. And then you got Deuce Bigelow, the real estate agent. Yeah, these guys got bought out of the market and they're making these doom and gloom videos about the real estate. Are you out of your tree? I didn't buy a damn house for $2 million bungalow in Vancouver, not because I didn't want, not because I couldn't buy it. It's because I'm not spending $2 million on a goddamn bungalow. These guys bought out of the market. If you bought in Yaletown 5 years ago, whatever happened, like these real estate agents, whatever happened to, if you don't buy now, you'll never buy. And then they changed their tune a bit now. Well, if you bought 5 years ago, you'd be doing okay now. It's like, oh, Formafist, thank God you're on the, thank God you're here. Formafist, I don't know if you know Deuce Bigelow, the real estate agent, was making fun of us in one of his videos. I don't know if you know that, Formafist. I know you were in the comments there, but Deuce Bigelow, the male real estate agent. What am I drinking? Grey Goose? Fat Tony gave me this today. Fat Tony dropped this off at the store. And a little bit of Frangelico. Just a hazelnut with the vodka on ice. It's good. You don't have to add anything else. So Formafest, can you have me on Skype? Can you call me on Skype right now? Please? Or are you live? Are you live, Formafist? By the way, I got unsubscribed from your channel too. I checked your channel the other day because I wasn't coming up in my notifications. I was subscribed to 98 channels, and it's like 60 now. I lost a whole bunch of channels. Okay, Formafist is I'm gonna give him a minute. Go on Skype. I'll put you up here with me talking. I'll put you up with me talking here. So we get Formafist on the phone, on Skype. Sorry, he's gonna come on. Check out his channel. He's really good. Formafist is really good. I like his channel. Where is he here? Let's open up. So 2 Canadians detained. Let's go to YouTube here. Formafist Network. Okay. God, really? Are you serious? Are you serial? Talk about when somebody doesn't... Talk about when Google doesn't want you to be found. There we go. Formafist. I'm checking here. Yes, I am subscribed. Because I went there the other day, and it says subscribe. It's like, give me a break, man. How many times have you guys lose subscribers that you're subscribed to? I got people messaging me all the time. Hey, Mike, I haven't heard from you in a while. I just noticed I was unsubscribed from your channel. Oh, he's got another channel here? Hold on a sec. What is this? Daniel Formafist. Oh, it's other stuff. Right, subscribe to this. Okay. Did not know he had another... Oh, yeah, I think he did another channel for fun stuff. I just throw everything on my channel. I throw everything on my channel, whether it's Magic the Gathering, Sean Bowen says, Mike, they blocked me from notifications for the 4th time. Why? Are you talking about notifications from my channel when I go live? Yeah, we gotta call Walking Journey too. Okay, Patrick, send me a link, buddy. Patrick in the comments, send me a link, bud. Let's go. So I read the post, Patrick, you sent me earlier. If you got anything, if anybody wants to send me anything, go ahead and send me a link. Yeah, guys, don't block. Guys, stop blocking people from the channel, please. Stop block. There's no sense in blocking people. I don't care. Okay, someone's calling me.
Hey Mike, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear any volume
Hold on, I got Form of Fist call.
on
Hold
your
on,
end. It says speaker off.
Okay, hold on, let me call you back, okay? So we got Form of Fist here. Hold on a sec. 2 people called at the exact same time. I gotta fix my video here. Where's my video? Yeah, it's working, my video. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me call Form of Fist back first before it gets too late there. Okay, let's connect to him. Why is it showing this video? Form of Fist, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see you.
Oh, do you want the camera?
Of course, buddy.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me another minute.
Do you look cute?
I always look cute. What are you talking about?
Okay, alright, just making sure. I got my side camera on here because I need a side camera.
Okay, just give me a second.
Sure. Yo, Cigar Face is in the house. And we got Lord Humongous, Kevin Thompson.
Alright, let's see. Still there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Dude, what's up, buddy? You got a green screen behind you? You looking sharp?
I can't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't see me because my camera is like whatever. This is
No. I can't. I can't see myself on the. Oh, that's why. Never mind.
Good old Daniel Formafist. Nice sweater.
Thank you.
By the way, I was unsubscribed to your channel. This is the 4th time. So
yeah, that's a thing. That's YouTube is doing that.
They're calling it spammy accounts and they're scrubbing accounts?
Yeah.
I'm not a spammy account. I have like 5,000 subs.
Well, no. It's not spammy accounts. It's the subs that are inactive or spammy or whatever it is, right?
Okay, because
oh, I see what you're saying. You got unsubscribed to me.
I got unsubscribed to like 25 channels.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't. That's the thing. YouTube's always pissing off its users. It's like it's part of the program. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it because I had a friend of mine come into my channel and say, hey, come into my store and say, Mike, did you watch my new video? I said, I didn't come up on my feed. So he's like, go to my channel. And it was unsubscribed.
Yeah, I don't know what the logic would be. I don't know. Maybe they figure if you're actually a subscriber, you'll notice and you'll. It seems like it's an experiment. That's what it seems like.
Okay, so we're not going to mention any names here, so we'll call him Deuce Bigelow, the male real estate agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard of this. This is the first I've heard of it.
Okay, well, apparently there's a video, and I saw it, that was made about talking about us, how we were bought out of the market, and we're bringing up these gloom and doom videos to scare people not to buy, and we're doing this on purpose because we can't afford anything.
Okay, so who is the guy?
Well, I'm not going to mention his name here because I don't want to get into a channel war. You know what I'm saying?
Channel wars are fun.
No, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you in person. I'll tell you after. I promise. And I'll.
So what did they say?
I'll send you a link to the video.
Okay.
Buddy made a video about. I call him Deuce Bigelow, the male real estate agent. He made a video basically stating that guys like me and you are making videos because we've been bought out of the market, and we bring up these doom and gloom videos to scare people on purpose so they don't buy into the market and basically potentially damage potential sales he could have.
So he's a real estate agent.
Yeah. So here it is. Here it is. Let me just say something, okay? If you don't mind.
Sure.
I didn't buy a $2 million bungalow in Vancouver, not because I couldn't afford to buy one. I'm not spending $2 million on a house that's realistically worth $300,000. Period. I don't care.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to know who this guy is.
I'll tell you. Okay. Dude, I promise you, hand to God, I'll tell you who it is later, okay? I don't want a channel war because I'm on my channel now, right? So I don't want any channel wars. I don't want any channel wars. This guy's not worth it. Believe me, he's not.
Did he mention us by name or just reference to people who...
He was referenced to, apparently, and then after the video got edited, and you could tell stuff was removed. So there was some tampering on the video because names were mentioned, right? And then after, things got moved around a bit. So I just wanted you to know. I thought I should let you know because you didn't buy in the market because you don't want to spend $2 million on a house that's realistically worth $300,000. I know. And a lot of people know this too.
Well, there's lots of people that are sitting on the sidelines with big down payments, and the fundamentals don't make sense, so they're not going to buy, which I don't blame them. You know, it's a calculated risk, but it's one I'm taking. It's one a lot of people are taking. And I mean, to put things into perspective, I'm not going to buy in Vancouver. If I was going to buy, which is a big maybe, it would be out here in Kamloops River, and it's nowhere near as expensive. So it's still too expensive here. So that gives you some perspective of how expensive I think, say, a place like Vancouver is. It's crazy town.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's the same thing with me. I didn't want to wait because I wanted to have kids and stuff. So I went up to Merritt, and then I picked up a house, a big house on almost an acre of land, and that's what I did. I was sick and tired of waiting and waiting and waiting. I know the market's going to correct itself, so I said, you know what? I could get 2.5 hours out of Vancouver, away from the city, be close enough if needs be. If needs be, I could get to Vancouver, if I have to. And yeah, I said, you know, I can't wait. So I picked up the house I'm in for $260,000. I just used the down payment I had to buy a house in Vancouver. So I just bought this free and clear. And then now I have this gigantic house. And I have all these bedrooms. Now I'm having all these kids to fill it.
Yeah, then it makes sense. I was thinking about buying a place, not in Kamloops River, but Quadra Island, which is across, most people probably don't know where Quadra Island is. It's a 10-minute ferry ride across the strait. But it was $319, I think it was $320. It was 7 acres. It had 2 houses on it. 2 houses, they were run down, but I thought, 7+ acres. Quadra Island is very nice. It's isolated by a ferry, but it's a nice place, But I didn't even end up going all the way over and looking at it because I thought potentially, if prices go down, it's what I always say: you can get stuck in a mortgage.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do? I mean, what it is I think in Merritt, it's even a lot cheaper than, say, a place like Campbell River. So, there's a certain line in the sand where it makes sense. Like I've even thought about moving out to the interior where it does make sense. The values are low enough. It lies, okay, this is how much people make, and this is how much house prices are. Okay, that makes sense, right? You go to Vancouver and it's like, it's way out of whack. You come to Campbell River, it's still pretty out of whack. We've had massive spillover on the island. On Vancouver Island, 25%, so 1 in 4 buyers was from the Lower Mainland. That's the kind of spillover you're talking about. That's massive. That means 1 out of every 4 houses that was bought in places like Campbell River, Courtenay, Nanaimo, Port Alberni, etc. It's even way up north. It's massive amounts of people from the Lower Mainland, and that's not counting people from, say, Victoria. There's people cashing out of Vancouver, moving to Victoria. There's people cashing out of Victoria, moving up to Nanaimo and Courtenay and Campbell River, and even further north. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, but as I say, it's a calculated risk. I could be wrong, so.
Well, no, you're not wrong at all. Definitely not wrong. You're usually 99.9% on the money. You're not wrong at all. But my thing is, 1 in 2 homes here in Merritt that's being sold is to a person from the coast. 1 in 2. And the other one is being sold to somebody from either Kamloops, Kelowna. There's quite a few people living in Merritt that I've met in the last week, because a lot of people Christmas shopping at my store that are from Alberta. They moved here 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 5 months ago, all from Alberta.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I spoke to the lady that sold me this house, and she says she advertises on the coast, and she says that basically 1 in 2 homes are coastal people. And I've been meeting so many people from the coast because of this Christmas rush that's happening right now. I've never fathomed it until you talk to them. A couple from yesterday from Squamish that moved to Merritt 2 months ago. I met another couple that moved from Richmond that moved like 3 weeks ago. I met another couple that moved from North Vancouver, and they moved like 6 months ago. And everybody that I'm meeting now is all from the coast and the Lower Mainland. And it's phenomenal. Apparently another couple moved from Coquitlam like last week. And eventually we'll bump into them in town. And that's the thing with a small town. You get to see everybody. You get to kind of see what everyone's up to and kind of gossip and stuff. And everything's a 5-minute walk for me. Everything. Which is perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about traffic. ICBC wants to raise rates 6%. Go ahead. I'll walk around town. When I want to go on a cross-country trip or drive down to Orlando with the kids for a cross-America trip, I'll just put insurance on the vehicle. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I live downtown in Campbell River, so everything's within walking distance. It is really nice. I would really like to get rid of the vehicle altogether, but it doesn't make sense right now. But I get why people like living downtown, where you can just walk everywhere. It's pretty nice.
So let me ask you, how do you feel about ICBC raising rates? 6%, dude?
Yeah, well, they're in a lot of trouble. I remember hearing, it was in the news like months ago, but they're in real financial dire straits. Like well, I mean, I could get started on some stories, but like, here's a story. I mean, why not? I mean, one of the things is, it's just, I think, okay, so I know a guy who knows a guy, and he got rear-ended, right? Got tapped, you know? Rear-ended would be an exaggeration. He got, you know, at a stoplight, he got bumped into, oh, my neck, you know? And he walked away with, I forget, between $100,000 and $200,000. I can't remember. And I mean,
wow,
just the way the story was told, the first offer that ICBC, the lawyer, came in was like, all right, we'll give you 30,000, right? And he's like, no, that's not good enough. And so they come back again after they've rejected 30,000, and they come back with, I forget what it was. It was over 100,000. So I think it was 180,000. I can't remember. But just stories like that, like, it just wasn't run proper. It just wasn't a very well run company, basically.
Okay.
But as far as 6%, I don't really think about it. I mean, it really won't impact me that much at all.
I'm talking about for all the Canadians. That's all the BCers. That's what I'm talking about. So, people, I'm going to fill you guys in on what's going on. ICBC is basically kind of like a communist type insurance company where you don't have a choice on choosing your insurance company. Where, like in the States, you have Allstate, you have Geico, you have all these companies. In Canada, in BC, in the province, we have one company, and it's run by the government of Canada. And they're failing. This project, ICBC, is failing worse than the Mexican Space Agency. Mexico started NASA, and it was an absolute disaster. ICBC is worse. And that's what's happening right now. And now, it's like, imagine my insurance company goes to court with your insurance company, and both insurance companies are the same insurance company. Like, what the heck?
Well, you just have to look across the border to Alberta. It's cheaper over there. I know people who've moved back to BC, and they keep their Alberta plates on it because it's so much cheaper. I mean, it's pretty obvious what should happen, right? Am I wrong?
Well, yeah.
I am wrong?
No, you're not wrong. No, you're no. I
mean,
get where you're.
You just look to the next province. Oh, they're doing it better than us. Maybe we should change. Well, yeah. I mean,
we shouldn't have never implemented this ICBC project in the 1970s. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like, what are we doing right? You know, ICBC, is that going well? BC Ferries, is that going well? I don't know. You know, it seems like that type of thing, maybe privatize it, you know. That's what works. I mean, the easiest thing is to look at another place and see where it's working, and okay, that's the way to do it, you know. It's that simple.
Well, how's about we look at Washington State? They have, I think, 22 registered listed insurance companies. You could shop around for a better rate, and you could just pick whatever you think is good, you know. Okay, next topic. What do you think is happening with the I don't know if you talked about this on your channel, but the Migration Pact, the UN Migration Pact, I know it's non-binding, but why is Canada especially created this UN Migration Pact, this framework for it? Why are we so in a rush to remove borders? Because basically migration is illegal. If migration was legal, that means we would have no borders. So why is Canada in such a rush to put these laws into place to basically wipe our border out? What's the deal? What's the big deal? Why can't Canada have a maybe, you know, have a border and just kind of protect ourselves, you know? What do you think?
That's a tough one. I mean, that's so tough because you're dealing with so many things. I mean, okay, so obviously you're looking at two different sides of the story. So on the one hand, Canada needs more people, right? need more young people. We've got underfunded pension plans that need new people who are productive and paying into these funds to pay for our parents' pensions. So we need more people. On the other hand, I think the way that things are portrayed isn't quite truthful. The idea is that we don't have enough workers. I don't know if that's true. I don't know, because you look at, I don't know how it is in Merritt. I mean, it's hard to say anything without pushing a button, but I'm going to say it. So you go to some of these Tim Hortons, and all the workers are Filipino, right? I don't know if that's the same in Merritt. It is in many places down the island. Nothing against Filipinos, of course, but it just makes me wonder. I see a lot of people, milling around without jobs. Could you not have filled that with a young person who needs a job? It's hard to say. And then the other thing is a lot of people don't see the reason to get a job. Say you have kids, the government's just feeding you money. You might as well just have kids and let the money roll in, right? I don't know. What do you think about no borders? What's like?
You want to pass it to me now? No problem. You know what it is? The problem is the migration pact is only designed for specific countries. Philippines is not one of them. Portugal is not one of them. I have this big vendetta and this big chip on my shoulder because I'm a Portuguese. And being a Portuguese in Ontario is a problem. Why? Because of the mass purging and mass deportation of Portuguese living in Ontario. They would call us down to the gymnasium and get us to call our parents in high school to bring in paperwork to prove that we were Canadian, or they'll take us from the gymnasium with our parents and put us on a plane without even going home to change.
Wow, that sounds like that sounds like something that would happen in America.
No, this happened in Toronto, Ontario, Archbishop Romero Catholic Secondary School. And I have a high school teacher that went on record for me that was there, Mr. Speed, Chris Speed, who told and talked about this and discussed this, and there was a mass purge of Portuguese. A lot of us work construction. We pay our taxes. We send our kids to school, and the majority of us own our houses free and clear. And a lot of us were mass purged. Lots. Now, that's why I have this huge chip on my shoulder about certain people that are allowed to come in free and clear with no questions asked and no hindrance. And then, why did you mass purge 26,000 of us in 2007, 2008, and 2009?
So, back up. So, what is this whole thing? So, there's certain countries that are not as easily allowed to bring people.
Yes.
That's all it is?
Yeah. Because what happened was a friend of mine from Portugal had a baby here, but she was here for a funeral. They gave her such a hard time at the airport, and her baby was not Canadian. She's like, I don't care. I want my baby to be Portuguese. I don't want it to be a Canadian citizen. And they're like, oh, you just had your baby here. No, I came here for a funeral to bury my uncle. Yeah. Oh, no, you came here just that. I'm out of your country. Let me get on the plane. I'm going to go back home. It's like, if you're Portuguese, like me, growing, I could tell you. I went to a job interview. Are you a Portuguese? I would go to, in high school, in grade 9, put your hand up if you speak Portuguese. Okay, go to the back of the class. Go to the back. We don't want to deal with you.
Really? I've never heard of anything like that.
Oh, no, of course, because, of course, that's something that will never make the news. But it happened to me. It happened to my friends. It happened to my friends' parents. It happened to lots of us were deported. And so when I hear that only specific countries could come in and basically do what they want, It's like, that's why I have my eye on the exit. I'm a Portuguese citizen, and I'm going to die a Portuguese. And I have my eye on the exit. So I'm ready to go. My wife's ready to go. We're all ready to go. The second the poop hits the fan here, if Trudeau gets reelected, we're ready to go. We're building a house right now in the Philippines, and we're gonna have our house in Portugal. We're done.
Yeah, no, that's it. You should be coming in on your merits. There should be zero consideration to where you're coming from. It should be a case by case basis. It should be, okay, you can contribute this. Yes, you can come in. That's the only reason or only limitation that there should be. The idea, now I don't know anything about the story, but the idea that because of the country of origin, you can't come in, that doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just how it is. That's just how it works. That's just how it is, period. And there's nothing we could do about that. There's just no... Even when I'm coming from vacation from Cuba or Mexico or something, they put me through immigration every time. Even though I'm a dual citizen, I have a Canadian and Portuguese passport. I get stopped, they put me through immigration. I stand there for 2 hours in lineup. And I'm a Canadian. Oh, you're dual citizen. Okay, they put me through. 40 minutes, I sit down, they want to check my phone. In Canada, they want to go and check my phone. So I sit there, I give them the password, they go through my phone, they come back. Well, let us check your laptop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't travel enough to have to deal with that. There's only one trick I've noticed is I go with my wife, and you don't split up from your wife. You stay as a group, and they tend to push you through quicker because they want to pick you off, right? So I noticed, I went traveling to, where was it, Vegas, and I noticed we stayed together. We just said, okay, we're traveling together. We're going to do all the stops, the getting through the gates and all that. And the couple we were with, they did it separately. One of them held back and they waited their turn, but we went together. So I don't know. That's just a non sequitur, but it's just a little tip that I have. If you're going with a significant other, just go in a pair. And it seems like they're more inclined to shove you through because they don't want to split people up and, But I've never had, it must be because of your dual passport.
Yeah, no, it's probably because of that. It doesn't matter. You know what? I got an article here. I'm just going to put it up right beside your head. Okay, here we go. Got an article here.
So you're thinking about leaving Canada?
Well, no. If Trudeau gets reelected, I see it very hard to I don't know. I just don't see it easy. Okay, I got this article below you. This is actually a big one. This was sent to me by one of our boots on the ground. I have very big ties in Portuguese Africa. And there is a country that borders South Africa called Mozambique. That's Portuguese Africa. South Africa politician urges people to kill whites and their pets. This is today's date, 11:41 in the morning. 2-minute read. So let's play this here and see what he has to say. See, Formafist is in a cup of hot water with me now, eh? You're in a cup of hot water with this show.
How so? What?
Oh, just the really, really, really touchy subjects. Here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, the taxi industry bosses. But here is the deal. For each one person that is being killed by the taxi industry, will kill 5 white people. For every one black person you kill, will kill 5 white people. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 white people. We'll kill the children, we'll kill the women, we'll kill anything that we find on our way.
Okay, this guy's an absolute goof. This guy's an idiot. So now they're promoting... So South African political Politician Andili Mawarabara, leader of the Black Land First, urges followers to kill white people in a rant in a rally. Who is this by? This is by the Herald? Okay, it's by the World Herald, so it's a legitimate
Well, there's crazy people all over, right? I mean, there's people will say stuff like that in pretty much anywhere. Anywhere you go, you're going to find racist people. That's why I always say people are the same everywhere you go, no matter where you go. If you think races are different or people are different, you're crazy. We're all the same. And, you know, you go to any country, you're going to find good people and you're going to find assholes.
Yeah,
and I think people...
But Danny, what I'm saying, Danny, is I'm not standing up on a milk crate protesting people to kill people. And
no, and a lot of people aren't. But there are in every country, every place. There's people.
This is intense. This is very intense. I am actually kind of scared.
Yeah, well, the thing is that in certain places you could get away with that. If that was happening in Canada, well, he'd be in handcuffs, right?
Yeah.
So it's never ever the people, the individuals on the ground. It is always 100% always the government or whoever's in charge. It is always. It's 100% the blame is put on them. You can't look at individuals within a country, a society, and blame them. This guy, you can't. I mean, obviously he's a first-class dickhead, but you can't blame him. It is always the people at the top. It's like the foreign buyers in Vancouver. People, oh, these terrible Chinese people. Bullshit. Maybe some of them are terrible. It doesn't matter. It's always the government that allows them to come in. Well, if the government had their shit together,
but that's
they
why,
wouldn't be coming in.
Exactly. That's why I keep reading that article. Canada wants 500,000 more Chinese. For what? They're competing for rich, lucrative business Chinese men to come in. Why? To buy us out. Okay, Canada wants more Chinese to come and help work the railway, help and farm, help that. That's different.
Yeah, but and you got to look at it from their perspective. Okay, we've got more money than the Canadians. They're allowing us to come in and I don't know about take advantage, but we can get a good shake over there. They'll allow us in. We've got more money than them. We can outbid them. I mean, can you really blame them? No, it's always 100% the people at the top. It's the government. If you're blaming anybody else, you're mixed up. You know, it's never the people on the ground. It's never the individuals.
Well,
it's always.
But the people are making up the rules, so it's not the people. The people aren't the ones that are chartering, getting the flights to charter them into Vancouver. The people aren't the ones that are reading the passports and stamping them as they come in. The people aren't the ones that are laundering. It's the people that are laundering the money through the casinos, but it's the people that are allowing them to do it, you know? So there's a lot of open entries. Me, I'm mad about it. You know why I'm mad, Daniel? Because if I walked into a casino with $2 million on me to launder through chips, they'll kick my ass. They'll put me on the ground. They'll arrest me on the spot, and they'll ask me where I got the money from. That's why I'm mad.
Because and you should be. That is people. People should be going to jail over this, right?
Oh, they should go to prison, not jail. Prison in due time.
Yeah. The fact, like, if you read that, I've got it right here, the fentanyl making a killing article. Crime networks could have laundered over $1 billion through Vancouver homes in 2016. That's 1 year. Even if it was a tenth of that, even if it was like $50, the government should be on top of that. Now, the fact that so much money was being filtered through BC casinos, someone should go to jail, and it should be or the government officials and the police. There's no way we should find that acceptable, that has gone on this long. That includes the amount of illegal money that has come through BC real estate and through the casinos. There's no way we should accept that. People should go to jail. The thing is, it's hard to put a politician or a police chief or whoever in jail. It's pretty hard. It's a pretty hard ask to make that happen. But again, I don't even blame, like, humans are imperfect creatures. If you can't allow people to do things and just rely on their better judgment. People will get away, certain individuals, a certain percentage of the population will always get away with what they are allowed to. If you open that door to launder money through BC real estate and casinos, someone is going to walk through that door. It's not up to, the rest of the people to hope that they don't walk through the door. It's for the government and the police to make the rules to close that door. That door's open, somebody is going to walk through. There's 7 billion people, someone's going to walk through that door. It's not up to us to say, well, you just shouldn't. The door's open, but you shouldn't go through it. No, you close the friggin' door. And the fact that, $1 billion potentially through BC real estate laundered in 1 year, someone should go to jail.
Prison.
Someone should go to jail. To prison.
Jail is where they hold you till you make bail, and then prison is where you go to serve time.
Yeah, well, jail, then court, then prison.
Prison. They should go to prison and do time. Like maximum security.
I can't fathom a way that someone isn't accountable for this. Someone knew about what was happening, because when you extrapolate what has happened, people have died. They've brought fentanyl into North America, facilitated through Vancouver. It's called the Vancouver model. Someone knew about it, and someone should be held accountable for it. There's just no way.
And you're trying to tell me, with all this intelligence and all this snooping around by the government, they didn't get one radio transmission, one email, one correspondence from some gangster somewhere somehow leaking some information?
That's not the question here.
No.
That did happen. It's out there. That information is out there. That's not even a question we should debate. It's whether our government or whatever, like David Eby is trying to get things done, and then the last thing we've heard is, we can't release a report or something, right? Mm-hmm. We, as the British Columbians, the people, we have to make sure that this happens. I mean, unfortunately, we're Canadians, so we're kind of happy-go-lucky, passive people. So we're like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
$1 billion through a real estate. That sucks, doesn't it? What are you going to do? It's kind of like...
Mm-hmm. No, I get where you're going with this. It's 1,000,000% spot on. My thing is the amount of snooping the Canadian government does and tracking and intelligence it has. It has a very impressive intelligence spy network, Canada does. Believe it or not, we do. And how do they just didn't... But you know what? Let me take one step back, Danny, and let me tell you what I found out. The RCMP knew that Chinese gangs were laundering money and drugs 20 years ago, and they were told to do nothing about it.
Yeah. So how should someone not go to jail? Whoever told them not to do anything, bam. There's one of the many people, probably. If it's over 20 years, there's been 20 years of potential people that should have seen it and done something about it. It should be a massive investigation. And it's kind of interesting what's happening in the States. I wonder if, some of these some of these guys are going to fall. What's happening with Trump and the investigation that's happening? People are starting to go to jail. The Clinton Foundation is being investigated.
The Clintons are a lost cause. They've been ripping and killing people since the time since Little Rock, Arkansas, when he funded money through Tyson Meats with cocaine.
But you've seen the recent stories. Like these are people that are about to fall. The pressure is being put on the domino, and it's funny how it seems like a lot of these are kind of stacking up. You've got Trump's lawyer, 3 years in jail. He's singing to them, right? He's telling them every single thing he can about Trump. Like or hate Trump, I mean, he did do something illegal. He paid these women off. He shouldn't have. The Clintons, they might go down. Again, it's the same scenario as here. Clinton lied under oath. The president of the United States, he lied under oath. I did not.
Okay, you tell me which president hasn't lied under oath.
Yeah, and nothing happens to them. So that's the real question. The question is no longer did they do anything. It's what's going to happen to them. Do we have the power to actually put these people in prison? Yeah. That's the question at this point. Okay. I mean, the question is no longer did foreign entities launder money through BC real estate. It did happen. Maybe it's not $1 billion, but it did happen. And did people know about it? Yes, they did. So it's not a matter if somebody is guilty. It's whether we can put them in prison. That's the question, and that's happening all over the world.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Okay.
Well, have you had enough of me?
Yeah. Well, not hell enough. It's not had enough. I just wanted to have you on my show for once, because I was on yours last, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. It's fun to talk, and I wish I can't multitask. I'm not a multitasker, so I haven't been able to follow the comments, but I'm going to go back and look at the comments and see what they said, because that's the fun part, seeing what the people have to say.
Space Entity is saying, what's his channel so I could go and subscribe? I'll show you it right here. It's Formafist Network right here if you want to subscribe. He's almost at 5,000 subscribers, guys, so get on his channel, please, and subscribe. Formafist Network. He's at 5,432. 4,432. Sorry. I got you excited there for a sec, eh? 4,432. He's almost at 5K. Guys, he's a lot more professional than I am when it comes to editing and making videos. And he actually does more research than I do. I just kind of go off the whim on most of the things. I'm kind of like a day-by-day guy, your typical...
You're being modest, Mike.
No, I do. Yes, I'm going to tell you one thing. I was a regional manager for a major lending institution for Western Canada. I managed 7 district managers who managed 42 branches. So I do know my finance when it comes at high levels. I understand that. I do know that much. But that's it. That's all I know. So, yeah.
Well, it's fun. We'll have to do it again, and I'm happy your channel. I mean, you're at 6.8 thousand. What are you at? 6.8 thousand subs. You're killing it.
Yeah. No, but mind you, I've been on you. Well, I lost my first channel in 2000 I think it was 2012 or 2013. I lost my first channel. I got up to 13,000 subs.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you lose it?
They just... this was a mass purging they were doing like 7-8 years ago. They were just shutting down channels and finding reasons to shut them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a really mixed... I think the what YouTube has allowed people to do, all these small voices to have a platform and the ability to share and share ideas, it's a great thing. But it's just the way they handle. I don't think they appreciate how much effort that goes into creating a channel, commenting to all the comments, kind of organizing everything. You know this better than most. So I don't think they really appreciate, like, them taking a channel away from you. They aren't really respecting what it means to people like you and me. And the same thing with this round of unsubscribing people without a really good reason. I think so. I like YouTube, but I think they could be doing a lot better job.
Okay, Danny, thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to his channel, Daniel Formafist. He is on the right side. Thank you, brother. You have yourself a good night, okay?
You too.
God bless you. So that was Daniel Formafist, guys. Don't forget to, from Campbell River, don't forget to subscribe to his channel. He is a fantastic guy. His videos they're really good. Like, he gets good guests on. He actually edits his videos. He takes his time. He really researches his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of just, hey guys, what's up, man? Listen, I heard today on the news they're doing this. What do you guys think, you know? Salute to Opa! Opa! Salute, buddy. And we gotta thank Fat Tony, guys, because if it wasn't for Fat Tony, I wouldn't be drinking this Grey Goose. Fat Tony came by the shop today and dropped off that Grey Goose vodka. So, Formafist, guys, please subscribe to his channel. The guy's on. It's a professional channel. It's like done professionally. It's not much different than watching. He's just on par with like watching how the real media, how it's all set up and edited and properly. Oh, yeah! Mike Moore. I gotta get... Without walking journey, let's call this buddy in Texas. Let's call our friend down in Texas. Let's see if he's there. Let me call him on Texas. I gotta call this guy in Texas. Where is this guy? Let me call the Walking Journey. Apparently, he lost demonetization. We're calling him in Texas right now. And, is it Katy? Where does he live? Katy or Katy, Texas, or I don't know.
Hello.
Hey, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Who's this?
Es yo, Mikey Mike in the night.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Unloading the groceries. What's up with you, man?
Nothing. Hey, when you get a chance, can you call me back on Skype with your video? I want to talk to you live on the show.
When do you want me to do that, though? Because I'm not even watching your live stream right now because I'm unloading the truck.
You don't have to watch the live stream. Just call me back on Skype, please, with your video so I can see you.
Can you send me an invitation? Because for some reason, I got Skype on my phone, but your name doesn't even show up on the list. Matter of fact, it says send Mike Martin's an invitation. That's what it says.
No, Mike Martin's 1980. Okay, let me find you, okay?
Text me with your... Or find me. I don't know, man.
I'll find you. I'll call you back.
All right, Mikey.
Bye. All right, let's find out where he is on Skype. Okay, let's go back. I have a lot of people that are... Woo! I got a lot of people here that are... trying to add me on... Anthony, this is from Pittsburgh. Nope, Walking Journey. He's not here. Anthony, Walking Journey. Yeah, he's not coming up. I don't know why. So I hope he knows how to add me on Skype. I don't know, how do I find people that are... people that are trying to add me on Skype, because I have roughly 640 people on Skype in the last month that I set this thing up. And I need to know what's going on down in Texas, because apparently he set this up. He got set up by YouTube, and now they're demonetizing his channel. You know? And we don't make a lot off. We make nothing off YouTube. If we had to survive off YouTube, I'd starve to death. My store slammed in Vancouver, by the way, guys. I want to thank everyone that's been coming in and buying gifts and board game. I sold so much board games in the last... since the month of December hit. Woo! Usually I make enough in December to pay my rent for the whole year for the store. I could prepay the rent for the year and have money left over to restock. So South African politician urges people to kill whites and their pets. And their pets?
We kill their children, we kill their women, we kill their dogs, we kill their cats, we kill anything that comes before us. They love them. Pay the taxi industry bosses.
Okay, it looks like our video was taken down. So our video was taken... the video was taken down here. Apparently, okay, guys, you want to see what garbage is? Right there is garbage.
Pay the taxi industry bosses. But here is the deal. For each one person that is being killed by the taxi industry, will give 5 white people. For every one black person you kill, will give 5 white people. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 white people. We'll kill the children, we'll kill the women.
Now he's threatening to kill people's children and women. I don't want to tell you what I do to this guy and his family if he did something to me, because my channel will be taken down right quick in a heartbeat. And I ain't joking. I know people in Mozambique, and I know people in Angola. I know a lot of people in Portuguese Africa that border South Africa. Oh yeah. Hey, you want to see my hair? Let's wait for Walking Journey is going to call it. Watch my... what does it take a look at Mike Martin's fan page. I'm a huge movement. Huge. I created a huge movement in Portuguese Africa. Look at that white boy there. Look at that white Portuguese. This page is dedicated, or it's only seen in Portuguese Africa. And look, I posted something today about the petroleum that's being stolen from Angola. Hey, look who likes this page. AMTV, Bernie Sanders. And look at this post I put up yesterday. 97 shares, 43 comments. Oh, yeah. So my man Patrick is sending me a pile of... let's see if it shows... Wow, it doesn't even show how many people like my page anymore. Wow. Facebook is getting... really, really, I don't know how to say, kind of dodgy too, eh? Facebook's getting very dodgy. Well, anyways, I have 120,000 fans on my Portuguese page here. 76 shares. I have one here with 96,000 shares. There's the Portugal soccer match here. I have one with 96,000 shares on it. So, yeah. So they're not even showing how many people like my page. Wow. Wow. They've even taken that down. Wow. That's scary. Wow, that's scary, guys. People who like this page. Well, there's Gerald Celente right there. Wow. Wow. Anyways. Woo! Speaking to you in the English language. We need open lines, Kevin Thompson. Kevin Thompson, why don't you call in, buddy? Use a voice call. Hold on. I got Patrick down in San Diego who's been sending me links all night. Hold on. Let's see what he's got here. Let's see. He just sent me something. All right. It's from CNBC. Sent me another article here from CNBC. What's going on, Patrick? Why are you sending me this? Well, let's find out. Financials fall into bear market, joining materials and energy stocks. Financials fell 1% Friday, closing 20.6% from a 52-week high reached in January. The decline was driven by a fall in bank shares amid worries that global economic growth slow down. With Friday's decline, financials joined energy and materials sector bear markets territory. Everything is bearing down. We call it bearing down because every time someone hears bear market, whoa, it's a bear. No, you want a bull market. We need to know if Kevin Thompson has a voice changer. I would like to know if Kevin Thompson has a voice changer. Oh yeah, boy, Bitcoin is crashing too. Let's see if our Bitcoin guy is not in jail. Let's see where he is. Ask him what he knows about. Petey's not on. No? Where the hell's Petey? Evan's not on too. Evan's not on. Nobody's on tonight. None of the guys that call in usually are not on tonight. Patrick saying Bitcoin guy is out of jail. Guys, what about AMTV? Like AM alternative media television. This guy's been talking about Bitcoin for a million years now. Well, no. He started talking about Bitcoin when Bitcoin hit 20,000. Here's the date that was published. Here we go. 1 year ago, man cuts check for 100 million for Bitcoin. Oh yeah, that's my guy down in Australia. Yeah, give me a call. Hurry up. Sam, call me on Skype. Call me with video so I can see your face, if you don't mind, unless you're hiding from the FBI or the Department of Treasury. Anyways, so I got here. So he posted this $1 million a year ago, talking about how man cuts check for $100 million in Bitcoin. He predicted Bitcoin was going to go to $1 million. And then he starts talking about, oh, I bought Bitcoin when it was at 100. Okay. Sam, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, Mike, how you going?
Can you turn on your camera, or are you scared?
No, I'm just driving, man. I can turn it on, but I might get in trouble.
You're driving. Okay, here. Let me call you back on my phone, okay? Let me call you back on the phone.
All right, bud.
Okay. Okay, so we got Buddy on driving, so we'll put him on speakerphone on the phone. It's clearer.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, Sammy, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, not much. How you going, Mike?
You know how it is. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that's today. Got a few dissenters.
So, buddy, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Pretty much the same. One thing, the fuel prices have dropped a bit again, eh?
Oh,
For some reason.
fuel prices are gone up in my area. I got it right here.
Yeah, I don't know why it is here. They went astronomical and then they've dropped down quite a bit. Must be that strong Australian dollar, eh?
Yeah, right. You guys are not even raising interest rates there.
Nah, well, there's a bit of drama there. There's some portions of government are admitting it, that there is a problem, and others are just saying it's the best economy we've ever had,
That's the best economy we ever had. Yeah, everyone's leaving the major cities in record number and moving to Hobart. The best economy.
Yeah, that's it, eh? They're hoping to get re-elected on the back of that, and then they're trying to scare you because it looks like Labour will get it next time, and they're going to stop the negative gearing, so they're going to fearmonger and say, that'll crash the housing market. But, if things are that strong, it wouldn't, would it,
So, question, did you buy a bungalow for $2 million in Sydney?
No, I bought a house in the Pilbara for $220,000, a 3-bedroom house on like a 780 square metre block.
Yeah, I know you did. I'm just playing with you.
It is a thing for you, Matt. Is it me or there's some people that just lost the power of discernment, I just don't know. Why would you get yourself strapped up for a $2 million mortgage?
Well, because everyone's doing it. Don't you go to those parties when everyone says, I bought a house, it needs to be torn down and rebuilt, but I got it for $2 million, and my real estate agent told me it's going to be worth $5 million.
Don't you remember when you were a kid and you were getting in trouble with your mates and your parents would say, well, if your mates told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
Well, yeah, that was good. That was good advice. That was the best advice that was given to me. But, unfortunately, people at parties, it's different. Because when you're at a party, you're an adult. And everyone that owns is having a great time. And everyone that's renting is in the corner as the nobodies in the party. And you know what? It's the nobodies at the party that made the right choice.
Yeah, well, like I said to you, next time when the houses were up down, the average house is $1 million, and now they dropped down to 200,000-300,000. You had people there who already bought in at that price. Said, you got to jump in now. You're going to miss out. Like, hold on a second. I've seen bubbles in the UK before. I'm pretty sure this is one.
Mm-hmm. So,
and lo and behold, yeah.
Well, now with the Royal Commission jumping in Australia and kicking butt. Because what's happened is they haven't even scratched the surface of what they know about what's happening. They've just touched on a lot of crap that's been going on. And now, Royal Commission is cracking down on banks. Now, banks don't want to lend. And before you know it, Australia is going to be buying back mortgage-backed securities. And the whole country is going to fall apart at the seams.
Well, that's it. Like most of the economy is based on the housing. It's ridiculous, right?
Why would you base your economy on houses? What if there's a major typhoon that wipes out half the city? There goes your economy.
Well, that's right. That's it. Like you say, all the major banks, Westpac and all them, are like 50% plus of their books, these mortgages. So this is a bit of exposure. But
where are you driving to? Where are you going?
I'm just going to the shop to pick my wife up. She just had a meal with a friend.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, we checked out your area there.
I'm in like a... Yeah, it's not bad for the middle of the desert, eh?
No, it's good to live in the outback. Maybe I'll go visit you sometime with the family. I'll fly into... I guess I'll have to fly into Perth, and then from Perth, I'll drive like 10 hours north to see you.
Yeah, if you drive, it's about 17 hours if you're doing the speed limit.
Whoa, 17 hours?
17, yeah, if you're doing the speed limit.
Damn, that's like from downtown Detroit on I-75 past Atlanta. That will take me to Orlando, 17 hours. Holy crap, your country's big.
If you leave first, you pass through two towns, that's it. And they're all pretty small towns, you know.
What do you do for gasoline?
Oh, there's a couple of roadhouses, like service stations on the way. But yeah, they can be quite pricey, obviously.
Okay.
They've got you captive, you know. You don't have a choice, unless...
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's just a point on that subscription thing. I've got a heap of subscriptions, ones that I've not watched in ages, you know, and I'm still subscribed to them, but like you, I was unsubscribed from you. I'm like, why has that happened? But it seems to be very selective, eh?
Yeah, because, well, here's the deal. You see, they can't really deem me as a racist because my wife's Filipina, right? So, if I talk about sensitive topics, my wife's Filipina, my ex-girlfriend's from China, and my ex-wife is is Muslim. So it's really hard to make me a racist, you know? And I'm famous in Africa. So that's kind of really hard. We kind of, wait, do we take his channel down? But then he's tied to all these organizations. What do we do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all they do. If you're speaking the truth and they're not got anything on you, they just throw slogans at you and call you some kind of it, you know?
Well, they can't really call me anything. Well, they can't call me anything because I'm tied to everything, right?
Yeah,
so that's the problem. So, like, okay, we got this guy that looks white, but yeah, he's a Portuguese, but what do we do with this channel? Because he's tied to everything. We can't really call him anything he's just tied to everything.
No, they'll probably come out with another historism to call you, you know?
Yeah.
That's how they do it, eh?
Yeah, oh yeah, he had ties with the Russians, and he was doing Russian collusion and trading with Russians.
Well, you are drinking vodka, Mike, you know, it's a bit of a giveaway.
This is good old Grey Goose. Fat Tony gave me this bottle today.
Yeah, good draw.
Yeah, Fat Tony gave me this bottle. He dropped it off. I have people dropping off booze at my store like every 2 days.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people driving from the coast from Vancouver and coming up through Merritt, and then they stop in Merritt, even though they don't stop in Merritt, but they stop to see me anyway, and they drop off booze and food and toys and clothes and, you know.
Well, you find that if you're doing the right thing and you got faith and everything else, good things come to you, you know?
You know, a lot of the people that come by and see me, like, I had a guy from Ireland come and see me. I had a guy from Australia come and see me. I had a guy from London come and see me. I had a guy from Sydney come and see me. I had, mostly people from other English-speaking countries, not really Canadian. Well, some Canadians have come from Penticton and Princeton, but it's mainly a majority of people are coming to Vancouver for business, but they say, heck, I'm going to rent a car and go see Mike Martins.
Yeah, see the real deal in person, I suppose.
Yep.
Make sure you're not some kind of fancy elaborate algorithm, but you're the real thing.
Yeah, that's right.
People are drawn to you, Mike, because you genuinely tell the truth. That's all you've got to do, eh?
You know why?
It's pretty fundamental, eh?
But you know why I'm telling the truth? Because I can't read, and I'm not educated. So I have nothing backing me but the truth. There's nothing. I have nothing I can look up and kind of like make myself knowledgeable of something I really don't know about. I'm just saying how it is. I'm like, here guys, today on the news we saw this. What do you guys think? Hey guys, what do you think about this housing crisis? Hey guys, what do you think about this petrodollar? Hey guys, what do you think? I don't know anything. I'm asking you guys what you think, and everybody comments below, and we have a conversation started.
Well, I reckon it seems to me like if you had a mainstream education, it tends to be a hindrance. It just narrows your worldview, you know?
Yeah, because you're forced to stay within the boundaries, right?
That's it, eh? I mean, I've met a lot of academics and stuff like that, and the most boring, narrow-minded people you ever meet, but I spent a few years working in mining and construction, and you'd be surprised. There's a lot of gems in them industries, you know, old blokes and young blokes that are switched on, and they've not had any higher education or anything. They're just, you know, they've got the power of discernment and they can use logic, you know. That seems to be a big thing.
And a lot of those guys, especially those young, hard-working guys, they're the best family guys, too.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Oh, look. Yeah. This guy lost 5 to 7 pounds a week, no exercise and no diet. I just got a pop-up here on my window here.
How are you going with your exercise, Mike? That's kind of my field, in a way.
I don't really exercise. I work and do my thing and keep active. I got kids. I've been on some coffee diet lately. It is working. I feel good. I have energy. My mind is firing on all 12 cylinders. I feel great. Yeah. Like, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
How's the family? I know you. How's your family? I know you got a newborn.
Yeah, he's doing all right, little George. He's 4 weeks old tomorrow, so yeah, he's doing good.
Good. Maybe when your kid's big enough, you could come out maybe in another year or so. You could fly out to Vancouver and come and see me.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. I missed out. We used to go there when we were in the British Army to medicine, you know, near Suffield.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go to get big exercises there every year. I think that's Alberta, though, eh?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, well, next time, if you want the family to take a trip up in the mountains, just fly into Vancouver, YVR, rent a nice convertible, and come up the mountains and see me.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, spend a week. I got lots of room.
You bought a nice cheap house, that's the thing.
Dude,
if you'd have bought in Vancouver, I'd have been sleeping in your bloody kitchen or something, eh?
Buddy, it's $2 million for a bungalow.
Yeah, some people must have rocks in their head, honestly.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm like, you know what? Like it's like buying a 1982 Volkswagen Scirocco for a Lamborghini price. Why the hell would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to live in some of them big cities anyway. You know, like especially some people just want it. You know, I suppose I'm a diesel mechanic by trade, so I can get work anyway, and I'm better off out the city. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose if you're one of them an academic who needs an office type job, then that must be where you need to live, eh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, like you, I prefer the quiet life, you know, where you're not sat in traffic every day. Like my commute to work takes 10 minutes, and there's never any traffic. So.
6 to 10 minutes. It's 6 to 10 minutes because I'm driving around town picking up coffee and doing nothing for 6 to 10 minutes. I could walk to work in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I drive around because Huh?
Yeah, sorry, Mike.
No, I choose to drive around for leisure purposes. I used to do that when I first got my license and driving around. I bought a Corvette and leisurely drive. Now I'm leisurely driving again now that I'm not in a big city and I enjoy driving.
Yeah, it's just stressful the other way if you're in a big city and it's a rush. Like I lived in Perth before, not the nightmare to drive around, eh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just stress you don't need.
Yeah, that's just what it is. It's a bunch of stress driving around. So fuel prices are going down in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, like I sent you a few pictures. It's gone right down again. It's dropped about 10 cents for some reason.
Well, our car insurance is going up 6.3% and our gas is going up 12 cents a liter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you've got we have it in West Australia, your Regio, which is a third-party insurance as well. You pay that annually.
Well, we only have government insurance here. We don't have anything.
Yeah, well, that's mandatory in West Australia, but that's only third-party, so that only covers the people that you crash into. It doesn't cover their vehicle. So if you want to, you can buy private insurance that covers your car and their car. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
cheap fish.
Yeah, but the problem is...
Gone up each.
Okay, here's the problem. Here, let me tell you what the problem is. You got my insurance company going to court with your insurance company, and they're both the same insurance companies. How do they reach a settlement?
Yeah, it's pretty arbitrary. They just make it up, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Usually everything run by the government's such a bureaucracy to run it all off anyway, you know?
Yeah, no, I know. Anyways, okay, Sammy, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get back to the show here, and I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to me, and we'll keep in touch. We'll have you on next Saturday to give us an update on what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's right. Good to talk to you. You take care, mate, and God bless.
God bless you, brother. Have a good one.
See you, bye.
Bye. So that was Sammy. That was Sammy down in north of Perth, Australia. 14-hour drive north of Perth. Anyways, so we got Kevin Thompson in the comment section. He is selling a condo. So if anybody's interested, please let me know. Yeah, Mike Martin's 1980 was for my dating profile back in the day. That's what it was for. So it was Mike Martin's 1980 was my dating profile. Because I wanted to seem younger, you know? Like, you know, it was hard enough being short. Woo! Okay, where the hell is, oh my god, I forgot to call Emma back. Oh my god, she's probably sleeping right now. Yeah, she's offline. Hold on, let me see if Emma picks up the phone. Holy crap, it's 2 o'clock in the morning there. I'm gonna hang up the phone. Who here is watching from 2 o'clock in the morning? Let's get technical here. 11, 12, 1, 2:17. Who is 2:17 where you are? Oh, Kevin Thompson's up at 2:17 in the morning. Watching Mike in the Night. Woo! Alright, we're not going to call Emma back right now because it's like 2:17 in the morning. I feel really bad I didn't call her back. I had Foreman Fist on the line at the same time calling. I will call her first next week on the show. There, she's texting me back. She's going to probably saying, I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. And I'm going to say, I'm really sorry. Sorry. Just saw the time. The time. See, there's not a lot of channels out there that interact with their subscribers like I do. You know what I'm saying? So let's see this guy again.
We'll get anything that we find on our way.
So if you're just watching and tuning in, this guy here, South Africa politician urges people to kill whites and their pets. So this is a goofaroo. If you guys don't know what a goofaroo is a person who basically, I think this guy had troubles getting laid growing up. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not I just think he had a lot of troubles getting a girl. What else? Looking at his wardrobe, I think I got toilet paper worth more than that. And why am I destroying this guy? It's because he's promoting to kill people. I don't care if they're white, black, yellow, blue, black, orange, and yellow. This guy needs to be torn apart. So let's start. His barber, according to this photo here, must have been on a serious acid trip because his hair is all crooked. His clothes, He's looking at about $7. I prefer toilet paper over that clothes. If someone asks me, hey man, you want this clothes or do you want this bag of toilet paper? I'll be like, I will take the bag of toilet paper right now, and I don't care if it's Royale. I don't care if it's that one ply crap. This is a goofster. There you go, guys. Ever wondered what a goofster looks like? There it is right there. Kevin Thompson said he's a piece of dirt. I like dirt because you could add it to cement mix and make bricks. Dirt's good. This guy is garbage. Yeah, let me call Walking Journey, man. Let's call Walking Journey. I gotta talk to this guy. So we'll call Emma first thing on the next mic in the night. Let's call Walking Journey. Where the hell is this guy? Wait a minute. I gotta find out what the hell is going on.
Hello?
Hola, buenas tardes, felicidades, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal?
Muy bien. What's up, Mike?
Nada. Listen, man. Listen to me, I say. I heard from somebody through somebody on the chat here on my channel that they're taking off your demonetization.
Yes, sir. They did indeed, man. They surely did indeed, man. And the last 3 days, I lost a total of like 50 subscribers for no odd reason.
I lost 130 subscribers because YouTube is scrubbing their channels for spam channels.
And I also been unsubscribed to some of my YouTube channels. I just got to remember the names of them.
Me too. I lost a whole bunch of subscribers. I lost Formafist. I lost Uneducated Economist. I lost all kinds of channels. I'll bet you 100 to 1. 100 to 1. If I was subscribed to Hillary Clinton or CNN, I would never get unsubscribed from those guys.
Or the chosen channels. I'm sure that Scotty Kilmore didn't lose any subscribers.
Son pinche cabrones que no valen verga.
Are we live right now?
Oh yeah, sí señor, estamos en vivo.
No, are we doing the live stream right now, Mike?
Sí, por supuesto. We're live, buddy. You're on right now.
Oh, I'm just wondering, man, because you're saying cuss words, so I was wondering.
Well, no, I'm cussing. It's okay, but no one understands because this language doesn't exist.
Oh, and you know about the caravan? You know, in Tijuana, the caravan?
Yeah.
They're taking down Spanish-speaking channels from Mexico. They're taking them down left to right. They're exposing everything that's going down there. I'm talking about Tijuanenses exposing. They're taking down channels left to right.
Yeah, because anybody that's close to the truth or anybody that knows what's actually happening is not welcome in the grand scheme of things because you're just going to educate the people. Once the people get educated, they know. And once they know, they can make their informed decision.
Yep. I got you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, they demonetized my channel. What they did is there was a video of mine suddenly going viral. It's been sitting there for 3 years. And, like, in a 2-week period, I gained on that channel 39,000 views. So what they did is they permanently locked down my video in private. I was projected to make $178 according to the algorithms, but I did make $79 off of that one video alone. The little bit of time that it was still up there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just listening to you talking, buddy. Sorry. I'm just listening to you talking.
Do anything wrong? They permanently locked the video and they stopped the algorithms on my past videos, and they demonetized like a whole list of my popular videos. And it's just really frustrating, Mike. I was already projected to make $3,000 a year off of YouTube, I'm down to $700 in a whole year.
Yeah, you know what, SA? I'm telling you, SA. These guys, we're gonna have to. Apparently, I got a guy call in earlier in the show. First guest calls in and says, BitChute. They could track your IP address. Watch out for BitChute. They could find you, and BitChute is really dangerous to use.
Oh crap! I just opened up an account and I uploaded 2 videos already. Hello?
Yeah, estoy aquí.
So I'm sorry. So I'm in trouble with BitChute. Then I should just close it down then.
Well, I don't know. The gentleman that gave me this information is very credible. He's 100% credible, and he's credible 100%.
Yeah, 'cause I use my cell phone. I don't have a computer right now, so I mean my IP address practically could be located anywhere. Then anywhere I go, then.
Okay, because it's I don't care if they track me. It's a good alibi. Like when they say to me, where were you on this day and this day and this? Well, check with BitChute. I was at home sleeping. They're tracking my IP.
It's something that gets me really upset right now on my channel. I don't know if there's a way to contact YouTube about it. I haven't tried yet, but I don't know if you've had any luck with that. I'm having someone, I'm sure it's 1 or 2 people the most. They're disliking all my videos 17 times. They even gone to my past videos to dislike my videos 17 times.
Sabes, esta gente no valen verga.
So I don't know what to do, Mike. I really have not. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. So back to so Buddy's messaging me. It's the bad guys that you want to worry about. They can hack your network, or they could hack your IP. So I don't have.
Like a week ago, I had a weirdo come on my live stream and say, "I'm hacking your accounts," and I said, you got the wrong guy, man, because I don't even keep money in the bank.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
There's $101 in my savings just to not look suspicious, but that's about it.
Yeah, you're like Pablo Emilio Gaviria Escobar, where he buries his money.
Well, I don't go that far, but I mean, you just can't keep money in the bank. It's just, I don't know, Mike. I don't know if you keep money. I mentioned you have to keep money in the bank because you process people's transactions, and then you have to pay business expenses. But when it comes to personal money, you gotta be like a big fool to keep money in the bank unless you're gonna make like a major purchase on something. But besides that, there's no reason to keep money in the bank. I mean, it's a horrible world we live in, man. You can't trust anyone. Everybody's out in it for themselves. Everybody's suspicious of everyone else. I don't know, man. It's just, you can't trust anyone, especially with your children.
Yeah, no. That's why I live in Merritt, because it's a very easy area to be in, small town. Very easy to control if it needs be. Very easy to make any destination in the town for emergency purposes. Very easy. If I have to see my kid at school, he's 2 blocks away. I can walk 1 block to see my son at school. Like, everything's coordinated in a way in my life, so things are just simplified. I'm sick and tired of this bullcrap big city, I live in a city life, and I simplified my life. And like you know, I keep money everywhere, you know? You don't keep money in one account, right? You keep it everywhere.
Yeah, like I said, man, the most I keep in my savings account is $100, man. I know it's like $101.
Yeah, 100 baros.
That's so I don't look suspicious, you know?
100 baros. Anyways, what do you think of this guy? I don't know if you've been watching my show. The article says, South African politician urges people to kill whites and their pets.
Well, you gotta get the heck out of... I heard Russia offered asylum to the South Africans. I don't know if anybody's watching from South Africa, but you need to get your butt out of that place. let those people take care of themselves and see if they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just if Russia's offering you a place to live, I would immediately take Russia's offer. I heard New Zealand is also offering them asylum. I don't know if I'm wrong.
Okay, what's been happening? I spoke to a cabinet minister of foreign affairs for Mozambique in Portugal. These people call me all the time. So I had a guy call me from the foreign affairs minister of Mozambique, because Mozambique borders South Africa. Mozambique is Portuguese Africa. So he called me to ask for my opinion on what to do with the white migrants coming from South Africa. Okay? I told him to either A, give them access to get into Portugal, or B, give them land to farm in Mozambique. Because Mozambique, there's a big percentage of the people working the farms are white Portuguese. So I don't think they'll have a hard time.
Yeah, I would let them in because they're going to build up your economy.
Well, they're letting them in. They're letting them in. So I spoke to this minister. Yeah?
I know this isn't, a lot of people are not going to agree with me on this, but let's just be realistic. If it wasn't for Caucasians, we wouldn't have Western civilization. I mean, we could debate that exactly why, but I would open them with open arms, and South Africa just let it implode on itself, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. So Mozambique, Portuguese Africa, has taken in already 11,000 refugees into Mozambique. So everyone's heading to Mozambique. And I spoke to the minister there, and I spoke to the public officials, friggin' public affairs minister or whatever from Mozambique, and I told them the same thing. Take them in, protect them, give them land, because there's a ton of government land that's unused, or ship them to Portugal.
I wouldn't even, me personally, I would go to Russia if I was in that situation.
Well, Portugal's way better. Portugal's way better. Portugal's way better. The climate's better. It's more pretty women everywhere.
I don't know, Mike. I saw a report that they're letting in Muslims in Portugal. I saw it. I don't know you said they're not doing that, but I've seen the report, man. They're letting in a lot of them.
No, here's the deal.
I would go to Russia, man.
Here's the deal. Spain and Portugal, especially Portugal, Portugal's the toilet of Europe. Nobody wants to go to Portugal. When they arrive in Portugal, they take off and they go east to Germany so they can get benefits. Portugal has no welfare system for foreign migrants. Portugal's welfare system was established in 1984, and it's only for Portuguese citizens that have been living in Portugal for more than 5 years.
Yeah, man, I would get out of South Africa. I don't know why some of them are very stubborn and they want to stay there. See the writing on the wall. You guys did it to yourself. Me personally, I would go to Russia. I wouldn't go to New Zealand because I heard it's really expensive to live there. And I heard they're letting a lot of Muslims in New Zealand. I wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't go to Portugal because it's stuck to Europe. To me, Europe is Europe's bad.
No, but you got to remember one thing, Walking Journey. You have to remember one thing. Portugal, I'm showing pictures of it right now, is the toilet of Europe. Nobody goes to Portugal. Portugal is like the no-no of... Portugal is like, Barstow, California?
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Okay, well, Barstow, Portugal is like Barstow, California. Nobody goes there. It's useless. Anybody that goes there relocates somewhere else. So nobody goes to Portugal. It's the toilet of Europe. And when people... Okay, let me tell you... Can I tell you a story, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, there was 270 Muslims that were supposed to go south to Portugal from Germany that were supposed to go. They got a pass by train, like a train pass, like to go to Portugal, because Portugal was supposed to take in more immigrants. You know how many showed up in Portugal from the train?
No, I don't know.
0.
I would still go to Russia, man. That's just my opinion, though, but I understand. I personally would go to Russia, man.
Okay, guys, you tell me in the comments, would you go to Russia or Portugal? I like Portugal because, 1, it's my country. 2, it's the toilet of Europe and nobody wants to go there. And, yeah, as long as it's dubbed the toilet of Europe, I have a country to retire to because nobody wants to go there. And I have a place I could die, I could be buried. You know what I'm saying? Here's the Algarve. I don't know if you're watching live.
Look, lad, this is the bottom line with South Africa. You either sit there and fight these people to the death, or either that, stop feeling guilty, being brainwashed that you're racist. That's what I hate. People are so... When you say the word racist, suddenly it's like they stick their tail between their legs and they let themselves get manipulated. No, either you sit there and fight it, tooth to tooth, arm to arm, blood to blood, or you just get the heck out of that place, man. Do the writing on the wall. That's what I would do.
Woo! Okay. So I don't know, buddy. I don't know about you, but I'd go to Portugal's my thing. I'm going to build a house there. I'm going to make sure I die there and be buried there forever and ever and ever. But to be very frank with you, yes, it's really bad what this piece of garbage is doing in South Africa, promoting to kill white people. I think this guy isn't worth the skin. He's a waste of skin.
I don't know. Kevin Thomas is calling me what did he say? Stupid color guy. What the heck? I don't know what he means by that.
Escúchame muy bien, hermano. Tú sabes que Kevin Thompson no valen verga.
Oh. Yeah, man, that's just tough what's going on in South Africa. You know what, guys? The way things are going here in the U.S., that's going to happen eventually here too.
Okay,
it's just happening over there. It's going to start happening here in the United States of America because people here roll over, they tuck their tail between their legs. As soon as they say racist, I mean, it's like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm just tired of talking about it, man. Tired of it, man. You know
okay. Walking Journey, just so you know, Kevin Thompson was talking about the guy in South Africa. He wasn't talking about you.
Oh, all right, cool, man, because I know the same thing like that, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's just, you guys are worried about, look, people are worried about white genocide in Africa. I see white genocide here.
Yeah.
I see it here all the time. I see it here all the time. And I'm going to tell you something. It's happening in the womb.
Okay, I got a question. I got a question from you, from one of your subscribers who subscribes to me. Low Roller Scratcher is asking, Mike Martins, ask Walking Journey got catfish on live stream.
Man, I went to go expose this troll, and the troll wasn't even there, man. So I'm not sure what catfishing means. Mike, fill me in. What does that mean, catfishing?
I don't know who Catfish is. Is it one of your subscribers?
Oh, no, that's Low Roller Scratcher said I got catfish. What does he mean by that?
Low Roller Scratcher, if you're in the comments still, can you explain to us what catfish on live stream is?
I don't know, man. No, he didn't answer back yet. I think sometimes the comments are delayed, man. I've noticed that.
Yeah. Es un pococito de tiempo que pasa.
Oh, that I got tricked by someone. Nah, you know what? It's all good. I wanted to do it like have kind of like an entertaining live stream. I was hoping to pick up some extra views, maybe subscribers, but it just didn't work out for me. So, I've been trying different stuff sometimes on my channel. It just didn't work out, Mike.
So, dime.
I had nothing to do anyway.
Déjame explicarte algo. Dime la historia de ¿cómo se llama? Lo que tú hiciste ayer, de los videos que tú hiciste ayer, que tú eres un failure en YouTube. ¿Más por qué?
Nah, the whole YouTube thing, it just got me really discouraged, man. I guess, that's all it is. It's just, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life, not just YouTube, man, but it just adds up, you know what I mean?
Okay, ¿quieres explicar? You want to explain? What's going on, dude?
Well, I checked out Social Blade, like, a couple days ago. My my channel went from a C minus to a C plus, and I was projected to make at least some kind of money every month. You know, these are $130, and I was getting a lot of subscribers from that video. Video went viral, and then suddenly my channel got dropped to a D minus. Like your channel right now is a B. So I don't know. This has changed. I haven't checked it, but it's just very discouraging, Mike, when you have no support. You know, from YouTube, and then they like. I just guess it was right with G4T said they got us blocked. That's one thing that George told me on the phone when I talked to him, but I talked to him on the phone, not on the live stream. Or he told me that he's not coming back to YouTube because YouTube has everybody blocked now. And I've been going on for 4 years, and it's just the honest truth, man.
So, all right, SA. YouTube's shooting itself in the foot because YouTube is going to lose. The second all of us get off SA, it's over. No one's going to stick around on YouTube to watch PewDiePie. No one gives a crap. So, and CNN and all that garbage. No one's going to stick around. It's
they
walking.
Got Vivo, man. A lot of people watch Vivo.
Vivo's music, man. All they have to do is pull the rights, the companies, Capitol Records, Warner Brothers, pull the rights on Vivo. Vivo's nothing. Vivo no valen verga, way.
Man, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just very discouraging, man. Cause, you know, like a lot of people say, oh, you should be grateful you got 5,000 subscribers. But the thing is, you come on YouTube to get views, to build up subscribers. You're not on here just to get stuck on 100 or 10,000 or 20,000 or 5. You know, it's like when you start lifting weights. You know, you start at 20 dumbbells, you eventually go up to 25, then you go up to 30. But if you get stuck at 30 weight dumbbells, you're not doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that will discourage you to lift weights. You want to see improvement. Like when you start losing weight, you want to lose weight. You don't want to gain weight or get more fat, because then you will stop working out, right? You're like, why am I working out? You know, you do things to improve, to build goals. I don't know, explain it to like, you know, it's like you go to work to make money, you know, and you want to eventually make more money. See, some people don't understand that.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get it. Yo entiende. Es un montón de mierda. Y YouTube está como cerrando las puertas para toda la gente joven o gente chiquito que quiere crecer. Everybody that wants to grow on YouTube is like, you know what? What the hell, man?
They become the gatekeepers, in other words.
Yeah. And now with this rumor of BitChute going bad, it's not looking good, man. It's like we're running out of options, man. You know, it's...
And look what happened to me. I bought a domain name. Oh, my goodness. They told me, oh, just $12 to buy a domain. No, man, it's a ton of hidden fees, man. I got to close up to $500 in fees. And at the end of the day, I didn't even build my website.
$500 baros, I say?
Yeah, because then Sunday they told me that I need to pay someone to serve. Was it a serve my account? I was like $199. Now Thursday I ended up spending $60. So they sell you protection, and if you don't buy the protection, your IP address, your email's all open to the public, your name, your address. Man, it's a ton of hidden fees, man.
As it's crap, dude, is what it is.
And look what just happened to GAD, privately owned website. They refused to renew the domain name, I think it was, or whoever was serving their email, just because they considered it a hate speech website. So we're not safe anywhere, man. Even if you start a website and they say suddenly you start getting 50% as popular as YouTube, and because you're allowed free speech, suddenly somebody in the government could come along, or some advocacy group could lobby with that corporation, whoever's handling your website, to not let you renew your rights to your domain name. So we're not safe anywhere. I mean, like I said, where do we go?
Man, I'm going to the Azores.
Unless we go back to newspaper printing and mail people newspapers to their house, maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't think Gab came back. Did Gab came back? It was the alternative to Twitter.
Who? Gab?
Gab? You never heard of them?
No. The question
They were
is...
starting to get big. They were starting to get big.
The question is, does he know me? That's the main question. When people ask me if I know somebody and I'm like, no, does he know me? And he's like, no, I don't think so. They weren't good. Kevin Thompson in the... Anthony, ¿quieres comprar un condo en Toronto para 800,000 baros?
Stay away from the condos. They're a ripoff. That was something that I was looking into when I had my money saved up to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
Condos are a big ripoff. Let me explain why the condos are a ripoff.
Go
Even
ahead.
If you were to buy it cash, even if you can say you buy it for $100,000, because condos could be very enticing because you have the sticker price is way lower than like a house, right? Let's say they offered you for $120,000 a condo. You're like, wow, that's amazing. I don't have to buy a $1 million home. I don't know how much is the condo in Canada, right? But yeah.
Oh, no. Condo. Hold on a second. Stop. Alto. A condo in Canada is $2 million.
Well, that's the biggest rip-off con game in the world. Let's say you bought it cash for $2 million because the house. Well, I don't know how much is the house. How much is the house then?
$2 million bucks.
Vancouver,
A house in Vancouver, benchmark. Una casa in Vancouver, a house in Vancouver, benchmark price.
A decent one. I'm talking about a house like yours.
Oh,
a house like yours. Right?
A house like mine is like $4 million in Vancouver.
All right. And you said the shitty ones are $2 million, right?
Right, 2 millones baros.
Okay, how much is the condo and how many bedrooms are we talking about?
Oh, a one bedroom, 680,000.
Okay, let's say you buy the 680,000, and I'm sure and they're very beautiful. If you go look at them, the condos are beautiful, right? And versus the $4 million, like a decent middle class home, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they seem cheap compared, right? You know, it's like you think you're buying a Coke can for 50 cents compared to a bottle of Coke, right? For $2, right? So then you buy the condo, and I'm gonna tell you the problem with the condos are. The problem, I've done my research. Every month you have to pay a due. Every month. Let's say you have no mortgage, nothing on it. It's yours. And something they don't tell you is you only own the walls. You don't own the floor. And you don't own anything underneath it. And you don't own anything above the roof. So every month you have to pay a fee. And the fees are very high. Extremely high. And let's say something breaks down in the building. There's a leak in the roof of the building. Let's say you need to repair the elevator in the condo. And most likely it's the homeowner association. Let's say they repair the elevator. The homeowner association is not going to pay for the cost of the elevator repair.
No.
What they're going to do is they're going to divide the cost of the elevator and bill everyone for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't believe me, go on any newspaper website and look at what's the resale value of the condos.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are stuck just renting them out because they know they can never get their money back. But the resale value on a used condo is... I'm just letting you know right now.
Es pura mierda.
It is the biggest con game in the world, condos. I'm not lying to you, Mike. I have found here in the Texas area, condos that go for $10,000, used ones, versus a brand new one for $120,000 in this area. So stay away from condos. Do yourself a favor.
Hey, mira, hear me out. 120 large SA is really good in comparison to 650 large SA.
Yeah, but in the long run, they're going to stick it up your you-know-where in fees and repairs and, forget it, man. Forget it. Stay away.
No, I hear you, brother. I hear you, man.
Condos are the worst investment ever.
So Kevin Thompson's in the comment section. He owns a condo. And he's saying, don't listen to this guy. Even YouTube is blocking his crap.
I'm just telling you, I don't know. Maybe in Canada it's different, but I'm just letting you know how it works here. Condos are a ripoff.
Sí, los condos es pura mafia porque estás pagando lo pinche strata.
Can you imagine they decided to upgrade the electrical and let's say you live in a big giant building, or they decided to repaint the parking spots. Dude, they're gonna send you a bill. They never ask you, hey, let's make a vote. Should we repaint the parking lot? Should we upgrade the electrical? No, they're not gonna ask you. They're just gonna do it. And the minute you don't pay those fees, they're gonna evict you from there.
Yeah, for sure, man. Everyone's asking me in the comment section if I'm drunk. Nope. I could operate a forklift. I could operate heavy machinery. I'm fine, guys. If you need me to operate heavy machinery, I could do it.
Now, if you live like in Vancouver, what is the other one, Toronto, you're always saying, where everything's so expensive, you know what I would do, Mike, especially if I didn't have children or you're by yourself, it's just you and your girlfriend, and if she's not willing to leave with you, just kick her to the curb, you know? Me personally, if let's say you got a car, I would just get all my stuff, throw it in the car, and just drive somewhere else. Just leave. Just leave.
So,
Matter of fact, don't even pay the rent that month. Use the rent money to leave.
3EN6IE is saying, HSA, home ownership associations, take the ownership out of home ownership. Anthony, Alto. Someone's asking me on the comment section is, Anthony, would you put on a yellow vest essay?
I'm not 100% sure what that's about. I haven't been keeping track of that, but if it's anti-government, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's anti-government right now. I'm playing a video on my channel with the yellow vests in France. France is getting taken over. I think there's going to be a coup. I think the people had enough, and they're going to take over the French government. It's over. The French government, I think, should walk away right now while he's ahead and go to Aruba or maybe go to Costa Rica in a nice secluded apartment and just get lost. Because right now, the yellow vest... Yeah.
They're not going to... You know the government is not going to go down right out of fire. They're going to fire on their own people, man. If that's true what you're telling me, they're going to fire on their own people. Mark my words.
No, a lot of the police and a lot of the people in working for the government are trading sides and putting on a yellow vest.
I hope so.
That's what's happening right now.
God bless her soul, man. I hope that spreads to the U.S. I'm tired, man, of just sitting by and rolling over, and everybody knows what's going on, and nobody seems to do anything about it. Nothing. And I'm sorry to say it, voting, and I mean, God bless Donald Trump and all, but I mean, we can't depend on one person, and by the looks of it, it seems like Trump can't do much. Congress is not willing to budge. The corrupt courts are all in it together.
You know what? Donald Trump is doing right now. Is doing really well right now. Why? Because when they had the carbon tax, they could tax everybody for carbon tax. You know what Donald Trump said? Go to hell. And when the UN Migration Pact joined to bring in a bunch of people from Africa into the United States, you know what Donald Trump said to the UN Migration Pact? Go to hell. You know?
Yeah, man, but the whole system is... I hope it happens here, man. I honestly think, Mike, we honestly need a civil war.
And you know what? I have one thing to say to America. God bless America.
Man, the situation is really bad, man. It's really bad. We don't have a representative government. You see how Trump had to sign an executive order to rebuild the inner cities? Congress would not pass that law. He had to sign an executive order.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just sad, man.
Guys people watching, executive order is when the president overrules the Congress to pass a law. So if people don't know, executive order is when the president overrules the Congress to pass a law. Go ahead, Anthony.
The only problem with that is if another president comes into office and if they have enough votes in Congress and the Senate, they could overrule it too. Even a judge could overrule it. The next president can unsign it too. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Esto es un gran problema, hermano. So what exactly do you have to say to YouTube about cutting off your ¿cómo se llama? Your AdSense? What do you have to say to YouTube for doing that for you? What do you want to say to YouTube?
Well, I don't depend on you, and you know, it is what it is. You know, I know they've been doing it to a lot of people. They've been doing it to a lot of people already. YouTube is turning away from paying people to where you're gonna have to pay for it. Because man, I keep getting this notification every day that I open my phone. Would you like to sign up for 3 free months and then pay $11 a month? I'm not giving them $11 a month. I'm sorry, I'm not giving them $11 a month. Most of you would say, oh, that's a little bit. Then if enough people sign up, they're going to force everyone to do it afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So Anthony, I need you to get into the yellow vest movement. I need you to go on YouTube and type in yellow vests, and you're going to see what's happening in France, Israel, the UK, all these European countries are wearing yellow vests. So I want you to educate yourself on what's going on there, because it's actually a big deal.
I know it's a big deal. It's just that I've been kind of stuck in my own little world lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got my own problems right now. And I got to find my way to crawl out of this hole that I'm in right now.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro. Orale, hermano. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you do your thing and spend some time with your family.
Yeah, they don't want me on there. I'm reading the comments. Get Anthony out. I see.
No, that's Kevin. Kevin Thompson has no money. Don't worry about Kevin Thompson. Kevin Thompson no vale verga. Kevin Thompson no vale verga. No importa.
And did you see how this judge just ruled that Obamacare is unconstitutional? It's only common sense is unconstitutional. I mean, then California is vowing to fight it in the court. Oh, give it to California. Give it to California. California. Give it to them. Well, hey, what can you do?
Do you know that California knows how to party?
Oh, yeah, that was back in the 90s, man. That was back in the 90s, man.
Yeah.
That was when, what was it? Wilson was the governor? Wilson? They had that controversial 187.
You always want controversial people in power. Always. When you get those squeaky clean, by the book, the media loves me, the media's gonna promote me, you watch out. It's the controversial people like Trump, Reagan, John F. Kennedy. The controversial ones, the ones you want in power. You don't want the people that are backed by the media, backed by the establishment, because that's a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, the media is garbage. Even Fox News is garbage. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I said it. They're all garbage.
Yeah, es no vale verga.
You got it, man. Well, I'll let you go, Mike, because I know you have other callers, and I know the audience is probably getting a little bit tired with me. God bless you, man. And
okay.
Everybody, be safe. Don't buy condos. Also, try to stay away from the subdivisions. That's another big ripoff. The subdivisions.
Okay. Hasta la vista, carnal.
All right, man. God bless you, man.
Okay. Hasta la vista. All right, guys. That was Walking Journey down in Katy, Stockholm, or Katy, Texas. Give us an insight. He lost his monetization on YouTube. And Lord Humongous, who's in the comments, why don't you add me on Skype? It is Mike Martins 1980. Add me on Skype and let us know what's going on with you, buddy. You're always in the comments, but we never talk to you. I need to talk to everybody in the comment section. Needs to call in to the show at least once. That is the rule. Oh. People are asking me if I'm drunk. Someone says, Mike, do you know about the housing bubble in Sweden? I don't know much about Sweden. I don't know much about it. The only country I follow in Europe the most is Portugal. But let's see what's happening in Sweden. Alright, let's see what's in the news. Housing market in Sweden. Oh, why is it giving me a map of Sweden? I don't know where Sweden is. Record number of newly built apartments for sale in Sweden. Sweden's decade-long failure to integrate. Swedish bank says housing market biggest risk to financial system. Exit from negative rates looks harder for Sweden's risk bank. Sweden's law then hails new phase of real government talk starts. Copenhagen stock open given dismissal ranking for survey. Property market in Sweden stable, but elections may change that. So it looks like what's happening in Sweden is happening in the UK, Australia, Canada, and the United States of America, and New Zealand. Dan Sanders says, Mike, do you have mental illness? 1, I can't read. 2, I'm a Portuguese. And 3, yes, I have mental illness. 100%. 100% I have mental illness. When I was in grade 9, I was told I was retarded to sit at the back of the class. Now I own my 10-bedroom house free and clear. I own all my cars free and clear. I have no debt. 0. All the money I make is disposable income. I need to save $1,780 a year for property tax. I have a beautiful Filipino wife and 2 children and 1 on the way. Kevin Thompson says I have a mortgage. Go to Canadian Land Title Records, First Canadian Mortgage. Go ahead and type in my property and you'll see there's no liens on the house and no first mortgage. No FMAR. FMAR means first mortgage when you see the code. Lord Humongous left a phone number in the comment section. Lord, is that your real phone number, dude? I'll call you, dude. I'll call you. So Kevin Thompson is telling people to watch the thing. I'm talking about how I'm gonna sign my mortgage documents. I'm just talking about signing my documents for my house. I signed 2 documents. Land title records and proof that I have not purchased anything in Canada. That's it. 2 documents. Yeah. Go ahead, Kevin Thompson. Why don't you call in, buddy? Come on, Kevin Thompson. Why don't you call in? Mike Martins 1980 on Skype. Guys, Walking Journey will be live after me. Kevin Thompson says he's drunk, guys. No, I'm a Portuguese. I can operate heavy machinery. I carry no debt. Everything I make is disposable income. That's why I own the company, My Little Company, My Little Pony, My Little Company. Kind of do my own thing. Don't worry about anything. Pay my little rent. Support my family. So, Kevin Thompson believes that I have a mortgage on this property. Go to firstcanadianmortgage.com, firstcanadianmortgage.ca. You can type in my property if you know where I live. A lot of people know where I live. And you'll see there's no liens, no second mortgages, no FMAR. First Canadian Title uses FMAR, F-M-A-R. That means first mortgage. They don't actually write first mortgage. There's no FMAR on the property, and there's no second, no HELOC. There's nothing on the property. I owe this. 0. Why? Because I didn't buy into the garbage. I never bought into the garbage. Alright, somebody left a link in the comment section. What is this? Give us money? What is this crap? What is this? Buying in a... Oh, shoot. It's got some we need your money thing. Oh, it's got we need your money on this. The local. Oh, too bad. So somebody left me an article about Sweden. But it needs money. Buying an apartment in Sweden... Buying an apartment in Sweden is less than IKEA. What does it say? Mafangulo. So it wants me to buy a subscription. Mafangulo, this thing. Buying an apartment in Sweden costs less than it did a year ago. Apartment prices saw the sharpest decrease in metropolitan areas in Sweden too. Second biggest cities, Gothenburg and Malmö, were so-called Bucharest. Bucharest fell 2% last month. In Stockholm, the metropolitan area detached home now costs the average, holy crap, 5,588,000 kronor last month. How much money is that? So the prices in the last 12 months dropped 12%. Holy crap. How much money is 5 million kronor? Is that like pesos? Alright, guys, we got to go to Google Foreign Exchange. Alright, foreign exchange. Here we go. Foreign exchange. What the hell, man? Alright, live rates. Sweden. Kronor. Amount. This. Into US dollars. Holy crap! That's 616,000. That's a lot of money. That's like 700,000 Canadian. Elite Swedish words you can need to know when property. Looking to rent in Sweden. Here's 12 websites. Don't panic. How to find student housing in Sweden. Wow. So property pricing is crashing in Sweden right now, and it's down 5%. So it says the price of a detached home fell 1% in November, but remained steady at year-on figures, with the average home costing 3 million kronor. That's a lot of cash, man. I would never borrow that money from the mafia. Holy crap. Where's my foreign exchange? average home in Sweden is 333,000 US. That's a lot of money, man. Wow. That's a lot of coin, people, in Sweden. Wow. 333,000 US. You gotta pay VIG, you gotta pay all these fees. That'll take you, like, you can't pay that off in your entire lifetime. That's a lot of money. With the VIG, or juice, or interest. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of juice. That's what TJH is saying. Opa Canada's saying, your downer killed it, Mike. Lord is gone. I wanted him to speak from the heart. Well, he left a phone number there. I don't know if that's his phone number. I don't know if that's a Colorado area code. Someone's saying you can buy housing on text messages. Well, I'll find the phone number here and I'll call Lord Humongous. Where's Lord Humongous' phone number? Someone give me Lord Humongous' phone number. I know it's here. Oh, here we go. Let's call him up. I think that's a Nevada area code. That's why I didn't call it. But I'll call him up right now, Lord Humongous. I think this is a Nevada area code, but... Alright, I'm calling him on speaker.
Hello?
Who the hell is this?
It's your boy, Lord Humongous. What's up, Mikey?
Holy smokes, it's about time we get to hear your voice. How are you, my brother?
Good, brother. What's going on, man?
Nada. Tell us what's on your mind, buddy. Tell us. It's Mike in the night.
Mike in the night. I don't know, man. I was ready to go to bed. What does Opal want to know?
So where are you? You're based out of out of Denver, Colorado?
Yeah, that's a Denver area code, dude.
It just looks like, I think it's 702. That's Vegas, right?
No, Vegas is like 620, I think. Vegas or something like that.
Okay, I don't know, man. I'm just out of it right now. I've been drinking this bottle of Grey Goose.
Grey Goose, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Somebody, Fat Tony gave me this bottle.
Who's Fat Tony? I don't know who that is, man.
He's been on my channel a few times. He's the guy that dated that girl that took him for 10 grand. And then I made another video about him. And she came back and she got him for another 4 grand. And he bought her a car.
What? Oh, man. So listen, dude, like the Denver area, we haven't felt the collapse yet, bro. Like prices have dropped here in the area, but not like a lot, you know?
No, it's because it's still undervalued. What's the average benchmark price in your area? $360?
Yeah, somewhere around there, like between $360 and $400 for like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, standard house, about 1,800 square feet.
Okay, that house in Vancouver is $2.4 million, so you're still severely undervalued.
Oh, I agree. I mean, but like, if my house in L.A. would be like this house in L.A. where I used to live would be $1 million, you know?
Oh yeah, my house is almost on an acre of land. It's like 11 bedrooms and 7 bath. It would be like $7 million in Vancouver.
Nice. I have to come up there, man. Check it out. I have to get into Canada one of these days.
Yeah, Canada's a nice country. I mean, if we had a better government, I think it would be a better country.
They're all governments are all connected at the top, Mike. It's money that makes the world go round. They print it out of nothing.
Yeah, of course. They print out debt to create an artificial economy that's based off debt and dividends. And dividends, basically, if I own this glass of whiskey, technically, if it was a dividend, this glass of whiskey doesn't exist, but I have a piece of paper that tells me that this glass of whiskey exists, but it doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is, and that's where we're backed off right now.
Yeah, it's the same with they're trying to create two different realities. They're trying to create not only the phony paper one that everybody hates so much, the fiat currency, but they're trying to also create now this digital illusion, of wealth through the cryptos.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically trying to enslave half of the planet to both sides. It's weird, man, the way it works. It's just numbers, man, and it's all based on just enslave everybody except for those who created the system,
Well, the system was created for very few to make it ahead and the very large to stay under the bridge. And
yeah, but they don't even care about the money, Mike. It's all about the control, dude. It's about the power. That's why you see the Yellow Vest uprising finally in France,
And that is a problem because it's a good thing that the Yellow Vests are starting to start a coup in France.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll overthrow the government eventually?
I do. I think so. I think they've had enough, and that might be the spear point of the operation. And I'm sure there's a lot of these big money players that are behind it. They want some certain change. There's like a good side and a bad side to the whole equation. But yeah, the only thing I think is real money is what you can hold in your hand. It's something that has value, like gold and silver.
But when is it going to end? I mean, when are these authoritarian gurus, money makers, going to realize that, okay, I have $17 trillion, but I'm still not happy? When are they going to realize? Somebody asked me the other day, Lord, somebody asked me. They said to me, Mike, what is your net worth? And I said, my net worth is 100% freedom. I could do what I want, when I want. I wake up when I want. I go to sleep when I want. I take my kids to school. If I decide to stay with my family, I don't work. And that is my net worth.
What they hate, Mike. They hate freedom. They don't like freedom. That's what they got Americans do to believe that they're free.
Mm-hmm.
Voltaire, said it good that none are more helplessly enslaved than those that believe they are free.
Right.
So they create this cage, this illusionary cage around all human beings, and they do it through technology in all kinds of ways.
So, Lord, let me ask you a question, buddy.
Yeah.
If they start chipping people in your area, are you going to be first to get chipped?
No, that's why I have the Second Amendment. I'm actually a constitutionalist, bro.
Me too.
I'm an original American. I don't believe in big government, and I don't believe in the big money printing and all the crap that our government does. And I might pay a price for it. I might be homeless. I might be one of those homeless people out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just speaking from the heart, dude. Opa wanted me to talk from the heart. I'm telling you, as a white American that was born in Los Angeles, and you know how diverse LA is. You've been there. It wasn't always easy growing up. And I always had to play by the rules.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of them. Every time they want to make a flipping law or something, it's just to enslave you. It doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I'm just being honest.
So I know, I get it. So let me ask you something. So
yeah.
I'm also a constitutionalist, but do you know that the First Amendment of the freedom of speech has nothing to do with man?
With man?
It has nothing to do with me and you and everybody watching this. Do you know that the First Amendment of the freedom of speech is the rule of God?
Oh, I agree.
It doesn't matter. The rule of God is what matters. The rule of God is what. That's why the First Amendment is freedom of speech, because it's the rule of God. It's the highest law. It's the highest law of all laws. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. In China, the reason why they're getting rid of Christianity is because they want to remove God. Once they remove God, why do you think, Lord Humongous, they want to remove God from the United States? They want to remove the Ten Commandments from New Jersey. They want to remove the cross, the cross for all the veterans of World War I in New York. Why do you think they want to remove that? Because they want to remove God from our lives. Once you remove God, you lose the First Amendment, because that is the rule of God.
I agree. Of course, and it's communist China is an atheist country, and they don't like Christianity. That's why I despise communism so much.
Well, one, God is the rule of law. God is everything. I don't care what anyone says. The Second Amendment was the right to bear arms.
Correct.
Okay? I believe in bearing arms. I believe on loading up on guns, and bring your friends. You know why? Because loading up on guns is very important, because once the government decides to come and take your land, you could protect yourself and your rights and your Constitution and your Bill of Rights.
Absolutely. The Constitution is just a piece of paper to enforce those rights. It was supposed to be designed that way.
Yes.
You know? It was written just to essentially support those rights of freedom. They're your God-given rights, basically.
As a Canadian, I am a Portuguese. I'm a Portuguese Canadian. I am very envious of the Americans, because they have the rule of God as the first law. Every bill in the United States says, "In God we trust."
Right.
And to me,
but Mike, they've twisted it though. They've twisted it through the money system. It's the money printers and the taxation. The taxation, America survived up until 1913 just fine without the Federal Reserve and their phony notes created from
yes, there. President Woodrow Wilson after the World War signed in the Federal Reserve Act and signed in the all of this. He signed in the Federal Reserve Act. He signed in 3 bills actually that ruined the Americans. And when Woodrow Wilson was on his deathbed, he said on his deathbed that I've betrayed the Americans and I will probably pay in hell.
Absolutely. But you know what? Do you know what still made America prosperous even after the Federal Reserve? Was the fact that we had silver as our money.
Right.
Silver was the one metal.
Right.
Silver was the only metal that made America really great from within and prosperous.
Do you know why you guys are where you are today? Like, not that bad, but still not that good, but you're still okay. Do you know why?
There's a lot of reasons why, but yeah.
I'll tell you the main reason. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, second youngest president of the United States. Because of him, he prolonged America's existence. Now you have Donald J. Trump. He's prolonging America's existence. Donald J. Trump said no to carbon tax when the rest of the world said yes. And Donald J. Trump said no to the global migration UN pact, and he said no, screw you. And that was the best decision.
I did vote for Trump in the 2016 election. I almost didn't want to vote because I was more of a Ron Paul libertarian.
Oh,
You know,
I actually support Ron Paul 1,000,000%. Ron Paul, unfortunately, in the 2 elections ago, he was kind of cut off from the mainstream media. It's like almost like he didn't exist when he got the most popular.
No. He was underhanded by his own Republican Party at the time. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man, it's not a 2-party deal, dude. That's the brainwash, bro. They want us to fight each other. You know?
Do you remember Jesse the Body Ventura wrote a book called the Democrats versus the
Republicans? Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote a book saying that it's one party.
It is. It's been a one party for a long time. Go back to the Act of 1871. You'll see that Washington, D.C. is nothing more than a corporation. You know, it's ran by the Vatican, by England, the banking institutions, the big world banks. You know, that's how they've undermined the American people.
So what does America need to do to be free? Like, I mean, legitimately.
I think it's going to have to take an economic collapse. To tell you the truth, that dollar is going to have to go away, and we're going to have to go back to gold and silver as monetary exchange for trade reasons.
So basically, the Federal Reserve needs to go.
Absolutely.
And then what else? I think all the interventions that America's been in for the last 50 years, all these wars, I think America needs to bring their troops home.
I agree too. I mean, there's wars we should have never been involved with. I'll agree with that 100%. I'm the last one that wants to go to war. As somebody that was a veteran, you know, I served.
I think.
You know, I don't like war. I don't like war, but I also don't like my homeland being invaded by everybody from every other country either.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? When you were talking about borders, you know, there's something to be said about that.
Well, Lord, I have some good news for you. I applied for American citizenship. I owned a corporation down in Miami Beach. I employed, I think it was 19 people. I had everything legitimate. And when I went to the immigration application, interview, they told me that we're not looking for people like you. So, Lord, in all fairness, they are turning people away.
They're turning the good ones away. They're letting all the criminals come in that have power and want to follow their agenda. You know, there's no difference between the parties, dude, at the top. I'm telling you. They're all together. They all play this big dog and pony show to dumb down the Americans. Americans fall for this crap. I'm not falling for it anymore. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But what can I do? I mean, I'm only one person. You know, I've done my political stuff. I've got out there, and I've protested for gun rights and lower taxes and smaller government. But, you know, the only thing that's going to bring that is the economic change. You know, and that's going to have to be a collapse of the paper money and not getting onto some cryptocurrency either.
So,
we have to have sound money.
Have you saw what's happened to the cryptocurrency market? It's tanking.
It's good. Because I'm telling you that there's a lot of foreign influence that run through these big technological companies, especially in California, San Francisco being one of the hubs.
You know, I'm going to be really frank with you. I thought this cryptocurrency, I thought it was a scam from the start, only because it wasn't regulated by the federal government. I think cryptocurrency would be the thing today if only it was regulated by the federal government. I don't trust the government for anything. But
I don't either, but I would rather trust the government over the flipping big banks that are connected to them at the hip.
Yeah.
It's like pick your poison. Which one do you want? You know, they're both going to screw us. So what's the point?
What we need to do is, I think America to save itself needs a really good grassroots movement with a lot of people that basically have nothing to lose. Once you get people in the game that have nothing to lose, they'll go all in, and they'll go all in for their people, and they will basically turn the tide. Once you get people in governments that have everything, they just want to get bigger.
Mike, we've tried that, man. We I was part of the Tea Party movement way back in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I was out there. I was protesting. We were small grassroots at that time, and then they got co-opted by bigger parts within the bureaucracies. There's only so much Americans can do. We're only human.
Yeah. No, I feel you, bud. I feel you.
It's hard to fight a system that's entrapping you and enslaving you from every angle at all times. I mean, I do the best I can to protect my family, but these money issues and this whole global crap, it just caused worldwide chaos for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Really, if everybody just stayed in their own country, had their own currencies, maybe backed by sound money, and we had free trade with all these nations, there wouldn't be any wars. There'd be no reason for them.
What do you think of this global... I know this does not affect you because you're in the United States, but how does this affect... I know Donald Trump said F you to the Global Migration Pact, which is a very good thing, but Canada signed on to it, was the first to sign on to it, was the first to be proud to sign on to it. Like, why are countries signing on to this Global Migration Pact? What's the point if it's going to clog up their immigration, clog up their economy, clog up their workforce, clog up everything? I salute Trump. I think Trump is amazing for saying no to the carbon tax, no to the global migration. I think Donald Trump is a genius when it comes to actually protecting his people.
Well, yeah, he has done some things to thwart the whole globalist model that's been attacking America for like the last 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff affected me, dude, my entire life, bro. I've had jobs and lost jobs that are going over to China all throughout the early 90s. I mean, I've always worked my ass off, dude. I can't do it anymore because, I'm diabetic now. I can't do the kind of strenuous work I used to be able to do,
So you said,
I don't have a retirement. I don't have all this shit that they used to get back in the day, in the 50s and 60s.
So okay, hold on a sec. You said you're an expatriate?
No, I'm ex-military. I'm not expatriate. Expatriate would be somebody that actually moved to a different country.
Okay, so you are you're ex-military. So where were you stationed?
California.
Okay, so you're on the big base there in California.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was part of the National Guard.
National.
Los Angeles. You remember the LA riot?
Yes, I do actually.
My unit was right down there.
Wow. That was big. A lot of people died in that thing, dude.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when you have an economic collapse.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it happening in France right now. It's not about the tax. It's about that France, has spent lavishly for ever have a good budget, and they're tied to the same monetary system, this big beast that we're all on. It doesn't matter if you call it a euro or a dollar or a yuan or whatever. It's all connected,
So are you loaded up and ready to protect yourself if the poop hits the fan there?
Absolutely, the best of my ability. Sure. I'm not giving up my rights, and I'll die on my feet, a brave freedom fighter if I have to. I hope it doesn't come to that. It doesn't really need to. There's a lot of peaceful solutions if these idiots that control this entire world system would stop doing the things they're doing to the populace of all these different countries. I don't make these decisions.
Mm-hmm.
These decisions are made by those at the very top, dude, that control the whole financial system, bro. Don't make no mistake. It's all about money and the flow of power. You know,
Mhm.
it's not necessarily the soldiers or the people or, you know, whoever's on the ground or the citizens. You know, they got to realize that they're, you know, these cops are protecting that system. You know, when these people are trying to rise up against the other people behind them. You know, so that just perpetuates the whole thing. Keeps going and going and going and going.
So, what advice can you give to Americans that are a majority of the people that watch this channel are from Australia? Then it's
I would tell Australians they need to try to get their gun rights back somehow.
Mhm.
I would be trying to push legislation towards that. And they have a lot of gold. They got a lot of gold there. There's no reason why Australians shouldn't own Australian gold in their own reserve.
I know. But you know, a majority of their gold was underneath the Twin Towers.
Well, that's other gold from all kinds of years gone by. I mean, all these are above ground supplies. I mean, you know, silver. I think silver would save America. Personally, if we went back to a silver standard, you know, because it's the one metal that's actually more useful than even gold because it's got a lot of different purposes, medical or there's all kinds of stuff silver's good for. Technology.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, you've been drinking that grape juice hard, bro.
No, I'm doing okay. I'm actually okay, I can still operate heavy machinery at my condition right now. I'm actually okay. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Portuguese, right? So
I like that. I like that about you. You're a nationalist at heart. It's good.
Yep. So yeah, no, that's the deal. So a lot of fake accounts on my chat section here, but that's okay. It counts towards views.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think of cryptocurrency going down to nothing now? $3,000?
I think it'll go down to zero. Tell you the truth.
What do you think of the guy from AMTV, Chris Green? He's still offering this cryptocurrency course for $200.
He's a con artist, bro. All he cares about is money.
Dude,
That's his God.
do you know what he said right now? Do you know what he said the other day? That he bought crypto at $100. That guy's full of crap.
What, when it first came out, wasn't it only like $1?
He's saying that he bought it when it first came out, full of crap, because when it first came out, you know what he said? He said it was the mark of the beast, and it was the universal dollar, that it was going to enslave man. So I'm on this channel right now. It says, man cuts check for $100 million Bitcoin. This is 1 year. This is 1 year ago when Bitcoin hit $20,080.
Mike, it's all propaganda, dude. You know the guy didn't get $100 million from it. You know, you think they're going to let that guy buy Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, at $1 or $100?
He said he bought it at $100, so I don't think he did buy it at $100. I think he bought it at 20 large.
It's artificial, dude. It's artificial. Yeah, I think he bought it at 20 large too, and he's losing his ass.
Yeah, I think so too, because I've been looking at his channel, and he's like, I bought Bitcoin at $100, I'm okay. But what about all those people you told to buy Bitcoin at 20,000?
Yeah, I don't support the cryptocurrency because it's involved with a lot of illegal, child trafficking. If you look at that dude, go watch that AMTV dude's interview with Brock Pierce. That guy's a known pedophile in Hollywood, dude. Like.
Oh, you're talking about this video that's up here right now?
Yeah, no. If you go on his channel and search this Brock Pierce video, that sicko is wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bad, dude, and he's heavily involved. And that whole Noble Bank that went down. You know, if you follow Bix Weirdo, his channel, he'll tell you, like what's going on with that whole thing.
Yeah, because he was making fun of people that don't dress nice.
Yeah. I mean, these people don't care about human beings, dude. They got their own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're trying to create this whole transhuman. So we're all chipped and walking around like robots, dude. That's not humanity. That's why technology's bad, dude, in the wrong hands. It really is.
Oh, definitely. It's very dangerous. I think the most dangerous thing around is technology. I think if the wrong people get their hands on it, you can kiss everything you knew goodbye.
Well, even the stuff you read on the internet, dude, a lot of that is not the 100% truth. You know,
I know.
There's always a little flaw.
Well, that's why it's open for debate for people to comment, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. But even our history books are written by, they don't tell you 100% the truth because they wanted an agenda for Americans back then. They don't teach us true history. There's all kinds of things about World War II that they don't tell you on the German side that happened to those people.
Mm-hmm.
All you ever hear about is the Holocaust and all this other stuff. You know?
I know what you're saying. It's there's a lot of hidden. I know. I could get into it with you. I know that Eastern Poland, that was part of the Rhineland, that spoke German. A lot of people were being murdered by the Polish that spoke German. I know what happened. I know. I really know what happened. But unfortunately,
they don't tell you that. They don't tell their militaries of these countries, like especially the American military. They don't tell them this history because they tell them what they want them to know to go kill the new enemy.
Yeah, I understand. There's a lot of things.
Look at Vietnam. What got us into Vietnam?
Mm-hmm.
My dad was in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pain, dude, in the American soldier, and then they come back to this country and they get shit on by their own government and this banking system and these taxations, and they work them to death. We're not in a free country, bro.
I know.
It's not really as great as people think it is.
I'm counting down the days till my channel gets shut down.
Yeah, but that'll be a good day because you know what? That's one less piece of technology they have to brainwash everybody with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Free freedom, man. Free speech. Don't be scared.
Oh, no, I'm going to keep going till they shut me down, and then they shut me down. Just like Anthony Channel, they go ahead and shut the guy down, and they basically cut his monetization and blah, blah, blah.
No, man, they banned me from Facebook years ago, dude. I've been on Facebook since, like, day one.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the conspiracies, talking about all the stuff that I saw as an American. They hide that from everybody. They brainwash them. They don't tell them the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them the truth about communism. Tell them the truth about all these different other economic systems. Even National Socialism under Hitler. Look at his economic model.
Mm-hmm.
They won't teach you that because they don't want to teach you that. You have to have an open mind when it comes to money and the creation of money.
Yeah, money is a big piece of crap, right? You have to.
What is money? What is it? Is it that paper in your hand? Is it that digital on the screen, or is it that gold and silver in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's real? Which one's real? You tell me.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand.
All the rest is garbage. All these contracts and everything else. The contract. What is the contract? Go back to that. You sign your life away for what? So you can live in a house?
Ooh, you live in a house. Oh my God, the world's over. The world's gonna end. He lives in a house.
You know what, bro? I do like your leisure suit, bro. You're bringing that style back, man. That's when America was good, man. Back in the 70s.
Oh yeah. You see, tonight there was a what do you call it? Christmas party, but it was Las Vegas style.
Nice.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to go as Donnie Brasco.
Vegas was a much better town when it was ran by the mob.
Oh, 100% when it was ran by the mob. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, anyway, bro, I'll let you go, man. Your guests are probably tired of hearing from me.
Well, Lord Humongous, God bless you. Thank you for being on the show, and we'll have you on again.
Sounds good, buddy. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, guys, that was Lord Humongous on the show. And Kevin Thompson, if you don't play nice, I will bang your ass from this channel to Mars. I gave you a monetization privileges to allow so people wouldn't ban you. Kevin Thompson, if you don't smarten up right quick in a heartbeat, you're gone. I don't care. All I have to do is click the mouse button. So all I'm asking is that you behave and you stop. Oh, it's my man Evan. Evan, are you there?
Mr. Mike.
How are you, my brother?
I am very good. I heard you got sloshed and everyone's picking on you, Mike. Is that true?
No, I'm a Portuguese. I can operate heavy machinery and I could drink a whole bottle of vodka.
Only a whole bottle?
Yeah.
No, just one. That's not your record, is it, Mike? But how's your night going? Sounds like it's been going for quite some time.
Yeah, I've had a big Christmas party I went to for a few hours. Came home to do Mike in the Night. And everything seems pretty kosher.
Oh, that's good. What have I missed so far, apart from the little tyrants in the comment section fighting each other for territory?
Well, Kevin Thompson's been misbehaving as usual. And
has he? Has he gone mad with power?
Yeah, well, he owns a condo, so don't play with him, right?
Well, you can, only if you're going to buy his condo. That's the only time he wants to play.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a couple of articles here for you. I want to ask you something. Why the hell is our local insurance company, which is a mafia, because you can't choose any other insurance company, because it's one insurance company regulated by the government, why are they raising rates 6.3% right across the board?
Let's think about it. Now, they make money for free, so the only reason is there's an external pressure. Market forces saying, hey, we've got to turn the screws on people so that more people become insolvent and we can consolidate our ownership of property back to the days of feudalism. We are going rather quickly, it seems, with the haves and the have-nots, Mike. By using insurance companies to pull up your premium, less people will try and get the best policy they can. And by extension, you'll have people going around finding that loophole and destroying your livelihood and your home and everything that goes with it. Usual story, isn't it, Mike? Seen that 100 times before.
Interesting. Okay, so let's move on. All right, I got this clown here from South Africa. South African politician urges people to kill whites and their pets. So this guy is on stage protesting to kill white people and their pets. I got him on right now.
The taxi industry will give 5 white people. For every 1 black person you kill, will give 5 white people. You kill 1 of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill 1 of us.
So he's protesting to kill 5 white people for everyone to kill 5 white people and their pets.
That's because of the taxi union, was it not?
Yes. So.
And their pets, those poor little puppies.
So why is this guy doing this? I mean, why isn't this guy somewhere in a meat grater?
Oh, why isn't he turned into sausage meat? Because no one would eat sausages, firstly, mate. Second thing, because, it wouldn't be good quality meat. People who complain all the time tend to be very stringy when you put them through the machine and you've got to clean it. But when it comes to why is he still a politician, because that's the social agenda they're pushing at the moment. They're pushing out all the Europeans from Africa, even though historically the Dutch were there first. The sub-Saharan Africans came down after, the Europeans had developed the place. Mm-hmm. They weren't there at the beginning, only the Zulu were, and that was the Zulu War, where the caravan of a handful of farmers beat 1 million Zulus. Quite a funny story, that one, once upon a time.
Okay, I am just fixing something here. I'm not sure why Kevin Thompson is being really, very disrespectful in the comment section. I'm not sure why.
Well, I know why, Mike. Because you're in a weakened state, so he's going to stab you in the back. Is that what it is, Mike? He wants to take the crown.
Well, I actually made him a moderator so people could stop blocking him to let him speak his mind, but he's being really disrespectful to everybody. I don't mind if he's disrespectful to me. It's fine. But it's when he's disrespectful to other people on the phone and other people calling in.
He does have a habit of that. He is quite the naysayer. But, I mean, he can be reasonable, Mike, at the moment, from what you're describing. He's probably not playing very nice, and people like that tend to clamber for positions of power, don't they, Mike? And now he's mad with power. What are you going to do, Mike? You're going to revoke his privileges?
Well, no. Well, I just removed him from giving him the actual... he's no longer a moderator on the channel.
I see. You've dethroned him. No, that's all right. Well, you've got quite a fan club. You've got your what are they called? I guess it's a pseudonym a lot of these people are using. But you've got your fake father and your fake ex-wife.
And you know what the funny thing is?
The whole fake family.
And you know what the funny thing is? I'd be really glad if that was my father. Because my father doesn't speak English, so that would be pretty cool.
True.
Yeah. So that would be pretty cool if that was my dad. Anyways, so tell me, what's the deal with this guy? So should we? I mean, should we organize something or what? To remove him?
So the South African guy or Kevin Thompson?
No, the South African guy. Oh, Kevin Thompson. Kevin Thompson's not even worth the breath out of your mouth.
Well, that's true. You know, if you say it too many times into a mirror, he appears behind you. You've got to be very careful. Don't know if you know that joke, Mike, but the South African guy, he won't get dethroned. He'll say, you took my words out of context, and I think he's already said that. They've done that numerous times where, different ethnic minorities and other persuasions that are not white European, doesn't matter in America or anywhere, they can say, I was having a bad day, therefore I could murder people and get off with a slap on the wrist. Most people don't have that luxury, and usually such people are there to push the conversation forward, to get people all riled up and divided, while you've got these parasites siphoning off your wealth through insurance, extortion, or interest rates, or banking fees, non-existent accounts that you have that you're paying money for. And if you don't reply to them, they'll give you a late fee for not replying to the non-existent bank account fee. They'll try every trick in the book, Mike. That's why you've got to be vigilant.
Okay, Trudeau expects cannabis supply shortages to be fixed within a year. So there's no more marijuana stock in any stores, and everyone's running out of stock. So he's saying that it's going to take a year to fix the shortage.
Oh, hold on. They had plenty when it was illegal, so where's it all gone? It sounds like they're, what would you say, not price fixing, but quantity fixing, in order to keep the price nice and high, because if it's rare, they're going to increase the price, aren't they? Yet another tax by any other name, it sounds like, Mike.
Okay, that just answered my question. Okay, you had one goddamn job to do, and why did you screw it up? One job. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. Human heart forgotten on Southwest flight prompts plane to turn around. So some idiot had a job to bring a heart in a cooler to a hospital, drop it off, and the idiots that had one job to do screwed it up.
Oh, he might have swiped right and got a match, Mike. You don't know. Might have had a Tinder date set up when he landed, You never know that, Mike. People don't take their jobs very seriously these days. They have no pride in their work. They have no work ethic at all. All they want is the money. Hopefully no one notices them, and they get home with the paycheck in their hand. Most people see it that way. They see as much as they can get is all they're going to give, which is nothing. They'll get as much as they can and give nothing back. It's a fantastic way to run a society. Everyone out for themselves, no compassion or care for your fellow man.
Okay, so move on. No, that article means no sense. So what do you think is happening, in your opinion, with the yellow vests in France? Are they going to overthrow the government?
Well, at the moment, according to what the news outlets say, Macron has capitulated, as far as I know. For the most part, he's giving concessions. But according to the people I know in France, I know a load of the people in the French Lawyers Union for some reason, and they've been protesting for essentially 2 years. The Yellow Vest has kind of given them some traction. They're running protests in Paris and Lyon and all the way down to Bordeaux. Bordeaux has been having protests every single year for about 3 years in some capacity or another. So the Yellow Vest thing is just the media putting a spotlight on it, however dim it is. So I think it will continue to ramp up and lead to a situation where the European Parliament might say something along the lines of, well, this is no good. We've got riots everywhere. We need a European army. The thing we've been asking for, but we don't have an excuse for yet, for decades. Could we have one of those, please? And then you've got a European army. You've already got militarized police in France with their machine guns and Gatling cannons at Charles de Gaulle Airport. What do you need a Gatling cannon for? Walking around with one of those in an international airport? One may never know. But it seems like the climate is right to generate a European army, especially with America pulling out funding, as it only recently has. It's as if it's all been orchestrated to get another militarized police force for that region of the world.
Okay, Evan, I have a little clip I want to play. It's 1 minute long, and this has a lot to do with what's happening in France. This is a clip from Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, from Brazil, and I want you guys to watch this because this is very important, the message he gives here.
Look, I would love to expand my operations into your countries, but quite frankly, your business methods are too violent. Let me tell you a true story. 500 years ago, the Portuguese and the Spanish came here, each trying to get the country from their natives. The Spanish arrived, guns blazing, determined to prove us boss. The natives killed every single Spaniard. Personally, I prefer the methods of the Portuguese. They came bearing gifts, mirrors, scissors, trinkets. Things that the natives couldn't get on their own. But to continue receiving them, they had to work for the Portuguese. And that's why all Brazilians speak Portuguese today. Now, if you dominate the people with violence, they will eventually fight back because they have nothing to lose. And that's the key.
Okay, Evan, you're back. They'll eventually fight back because they have nothing to lose. And that's what's happening in France. I don't know if you watched that little clip I just showed. But
I was listening.
Yeah. So basically what happened is when people have nothing, what happens, Evan?
Well, when people have nothing left to lose, they lose it, don't they, Mike?
Yeah.
That's why Ibenko and I live far away from all the turmoil in Hong Kong and Japan.
Okay, next one. Canada detains 2 Canadians. Unacceptable, says U.S. security state. So China's detaining 2 Canadians. Do you think it's a kind of a retaliation to the detaining the Huawei lady in Vancouver?
The Huawei lady, I don't think so. I mean, they'll tie it that way, but they've been doing drug raids all of this year, arresting and detaining all sorts of people and deporting them, in fact. But America can't really talk because they rendition people to black sites in Poland, Romania, Diego Garcia, that's where that Malaysian Airlines plane seems to have landed. And Guantanamo Bay is the famous one.
Mm-hmm.
They extradite people without a trial, and then you're given a kangaroo court trial, and if they really don't like you, you're disappeared. So America can't really talk, but there will be retaliation, or at least the media will spin it that way. But at the top mic, they all work together, so anything we see coming out of the TV is usually to suit their agenda and nothing more. They're not in the habit of telling the truth.
So do you promote the yellow vests? Do you think they're doing the right thing?
As best they can. I would say it's not the best way about solving a problem. If you get people to educate and talk about it, if you actually talk to people around you, you'll know what's going on. And if you all agree with each other and not with the system, then you have, the ability to act in a way that would be contrary to what the system wants. Just by saying no, you have an incredible power over them because they require you to be tricked into saying yes. So if you say no and know why you said no, they're rather powerless against you. The most they can do is trick you into doing what they want. If you're not tricked, if you can see through the lies, they can't trick you into doing what they want. So by yelling in the street, I don't think it's a very effective means of getting your point across. I don't think it ever has been, but it's fantastic for the media because they've got something to spin. So by doing it covertly and just saying no at the right opportune times, you would not have all this hubbub, and you could change the country overnight if everyone agreed with each other. But they don't.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's the problem with what's happening right now is that agreement, people agreeing on what to do. That's the problem. These yellow vest guys, I don't think they have a proper plan initiated into place to implement to the current government. I don't think they have demands. I think their demands is we don't want taxes. I don't think that's going to fly. I think they need more than we don't want taxes. I think that the yellow vests need to come up with a constructed proposal to their government because I think the government's listening right now.
Well, believe it or not, Mike, they put a 42-point proposal to the government, but it wasn't from the yellow vests. It seems to have been spun up and whipped up by the media, invented for them. And it basically says, we want to be good citizens. We want more tax. And a lot of people aren't believing that. So I'd be curious to see what happens after that from the actual people, not the actors they're putting in place with masks and Molotov cocktails, throwing them willy-nilly on a very narrow street with very good cameras, It's like when the Charlie Hebdo thing happened and you had Netanyahu and all the other world leaders walking arm in arm down I think it was the Champs-Élysées, I think it was, where they were walking down. And then you see the camera panned out, and there's only about 20 of them. It looks like, when you've got the camera nice and close, that there's thousands of them walking down the street. But actually, it's just a handful of world leaders in a perfectly angled camera shot. A beautiful photo op to get the emotional response they want. They're very rhetorical when they try to get a point across. They use the emotion to manipulate.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. It's actually a very good point you brought up. Guys, can you guys stop banning each other from the channel, please? I'm asking you very nicely, because I'll ban everybody from the channel when it comes to monitoring. I need everybody to play nice. I need everyone to be nice. I need everyone to work together. I need everybody to allow everyone to speak. I don't care, guys, in the comment section, moderators, if people are making fun of me. So I don't care. Right now, someone just commented, Mike, I heard a rumor that your wife was a mail order. Is that correct? So don't ban this guy. It's okay. Let him say that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
As long as it's not swear words or anything too vile or unnecessary spam, I don't really have a problem with people talking.
Someone,
they'll show who they are, won't they, Mike? And then you'll know who they are, and then you don't take them seriously anymore.
Yeah. So then TJH is saying he's making fun of your wife, Mike. Is that okay? I'm saying, yeah, that's fine. I'm the one, you know, I'm living the good life, so I don't care. You can say whatever you want about anything. I don't care. But
United we stand, divided we fall, Mike.
Yep, that was Abraham Lincoln's speech just after the Battle of Gettysburg. A house divided can't stand.
That's right. And yet we're tearing the foundations up with our petty squabbles in the comment section. Oh, it's like kindergarten again. Oh dear. That's the doorbell, Mike. I do have to run away and go back to my prison sentence, all right? I do apologize. I'll have to cut it short.
That's okay. That's okay, Evan.
All right. Sorry about that, Mike, but we'll have to chat after your headache recovers tomorrow, I think.
Yes. God bless you, and God bless Hong Kong.
Thank you, Mike. You have a good night.
You too. So that was Evan, our truth analyst down in Hong Kong, who was basically calls in every week to give us a feedback on what's going on and basically debunking all the articles we have. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm just tired. It is 1:06 in the morning here, and it's been a really long day. I worked all day, came home, went to a Christmas party, came here, did a show with you guys. And a lot of negativity in the comment section, but that's just how it is, people. A lot of people are negative, but you know what? That's just how it is. You're always going to find negativity. Just ignore it. I really don't care. People could say whatever the hell they want. I'm living a good life, so if I live 25 more years, you know, I'll be happy. And anyways, let me know what you guys think. So lots of people just bashing each other in the comment section. That's not nice. People need to be 100% respectful to each other. So OPA Canada censoring everybody. OPA Canada, relax, dude. Relax. Calm down. Just enjoy the show. No, Kevin didn't leave. I banned him. I'll just ban people at a click of a button. I don't care. Yeah. You know what, guys? I'm on your team. So if you guys want to bash me, that's fine. But I'm on your team. I'm with you guys. 1,000,000%. I'm on your team. I'm playing with you guys. Why the hell would you play or go against the guy that's playing with you to help you win? Someone's saying you sound really tired, Mike. Yeah, it's been a long day. I've been up since 7 in the morning. And it's 1:08 in the morning. Yeah. Anyways, you guys should get some sleep. And look at Mysterious Blue channel. I'm going to make him moderator. Check out his channel. He's got a good channel. He calls into the show. He's a good guy. I like this guy. So Andre Nicotina is saying Me and 3Neeb were constantly getting censored by Opa Canada. If he censored more people for no reason, I will let you know. Yeah, Opa. Calm down, buddy. It's okay. We're all on the same team here. We're all playing to win. We're all here for each other until my channel gets shut down. I don't know. It's probably gonna be, I don't know how long. I can't give you a date. My channel will get taken down. Don't know when, don't know how, don't know what time. And, yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. So, yeah, there's a lot of fake accounts on here, on the channel. A lot of spammy accounts, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. I do have a yellow vest, and I'll put it on Tuesday when I go to the shop to help representation for the ABQ. Yeah, I said it, ABQ. Let me know what you guys think. Someone saying, why would your channel get shut down? I like your channel, especially your talk about the New Zealand market. Well, the problem is when anyone gets close to the truth, they get shut down, period. Sweet in the heart. Right quick in the heartbeat. Look at John F. Kennedy. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. He got close to the truth. What did they do? Goodbye. Look at everybody that's got shut down off YouTube. Anyone that gets close to the truth, like Alex Jones, goodbye. Anybody that gets close to the truth gets pretty much gone. So I need people, guys need to calm down in the comment section. Seriously. Calm down, guys. Please. I need everyone to calm down. Free speech is the word of God. Okay? Like the First Amendment, for the bizarre reason the Founding Fathers placed it as the First Amendment is because it's the Word of God. It's the highest law. It's the highest level of law. Is the First Amendment. Is the freedom of speech. Nothing's higher than the Word of God. You know what I'm saying? Someone's saying, stay strong. I'm sure you'll find a way to stay online. There are more channels that talk about same topics. Cooperation could help. Lord Humongous says, might come back to America. Well, I tried, and they basically declined me. Yeah, lots of people spamming in the top. Wow, the comments are pretty hectic right now. Yeah, there's so many people spamming. Say, Andre Nikita is saying, Nicotina is saying, Mike Martin's Opa Canada. Opa Canada will ruin your channel from censorship. Be careful, man. YouTube censors enough. We don't need mods doing it too. Okay, Opa Canada, I need you to relax. Everybody relax. Nobody's against nobody. Just reading the comments, people. ABQ says, quick game of Magic, Mike. You will never beat me in Magic. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I've been playing for so many years. So, Opa Canada, relax. Same thing, Mike Martin's father. Guys, calm down. I'm asking you. Anyways, guys. I'm just reading the comments as they go by. Lots of comments going by. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, someone sent me a link here. What is this? Bill Shorten uses ALP conference to unveil $6.6 billion plan to build 250,000 homes. Where is this? Australians. Nah, they don't have to build 650,000 homes. 250,000 homes. They don't need to do that. I can guarantee they don't have to do that. Guarantee. Housing prices are going to crash 60%. Everyone's going to afford to buy in Australia. You don't need to build 250,000 homes. There's going to be so many empty homes in Australia if once prices crash. Okay, Opa Canada, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Anyways, guys, I am going to go to bed. And if you guys don't behave in the comment section, I'm just going to start banning people. I don't care. Good night, people. God bless. Thanks for watching. I've been on the line for almost 4 hours. And I'm tired. Thank you so much, and God bless.